welcome to Dice Legends. Our adventure starts many years ago in a small village in Mihan's house.
Oh, okay.
Mihan's house?
The village is in Mihan's house?
We're having a party.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Mihan's house.
No party.
Morning. You're woken by the normal sounds of the farms around. Roosters crowing, people going about their morning work.
Yes. Mihan, as soon as she hears the rooster crow, it's like it's her own alarm clock. She takes a pebble from a glass bead from next to her bed and she throws it outside hoping that it hits a rooster. And then she stretches. She does her morning, you see people in the park, sometimes they do like these little stretches, and she does this to make sure that that she is nimble for the day for her housework. And then she heads downstairs to do some laundry.
After about a half an hour, it occurs to you that your daughter has not emerged yet, hasn't come down for breakfast yet.
Okay. As I am preparing breakfast, yes, Mihan notices it and she just calls out it's not abnormal. Sometimes she sleeps in, so I would yell out, Ligaya! Ligaya, come down! Breakfast! I made your favorite! Eggs on toast!
Nothing.
Nothing?
No reply.
Okay, so I leave it for a few minutes until I decide, okay, I'll check on her. Maybe she's really, really tired, maybe she's sick.
Okay. A couple minutes go past.
I go to her door.
Before you get to her door, as you're going back up the steps, sitting on the top of the steps is an old man. Mogdaya is sitting on the steps of the landing to the upper floor.
I pause. I haven't seen him in a while. And I go, what are you doing here?
We had an accord. We had a contract.
Yes, I followed it, yeah.
Not yesterday, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I think back,
You're pretty sure, or you're certain?
My mind races back to yesterday. I know I did it. I did it yesterday.
Go check your supply. You did not take the elixir yesterday.
I stumbled backwards and head to the cabinet in my room that. I race through to my cabinet and I try and I look at it and I study it to see if it looks any less than the previous day. And I go back to Magdaya. I swear I did. I'm sure I did. I like to do it in the morning.
Your con woman ways cannot fool
No,
me.
No. I'm not trying to con you. I am telling the truth. I did it. I drank yesterday.
So, I gave you a gift.
Yeah, yes, and I'm grateful. Of course.
And you broke our contract.
No.
So I am taking the gift away.
No. Magdaya,
gets
this
up,
is Magdaya.
And he walks around the corner out of sight.
I run to Ligaya's room.
Okay. Opening the door.
Yep.
The bed has been slept in, but she's not there.
I Ligaya, and I'm searching if she's under the bed. I mean, she's in the cupboard, closet. And I look for Magdaya again in the house.
Neither of them are there.
I'm panicking. I'm screaming. You see Mihan screaming for Ligaya She's going upstairs, downstairs. She walks outside, around the house. She goes to the neighbors. And she's calling on Magdaya. Magdaya, come back, Magdaya. And she's drinking the elixir in hopes that would change it.
And 20 years pass, and we come back to the present. And on that very somber note, very somber scene, a scene of heartbreak, we join our episode for today.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to Dice.
We're sad here!
That's why it's called Romeo.
Story.
Bro, I'm sad now. I don't want to go to
Yeah, what a way to.
Wow, so yeah.
Oh my gosh. Interesting.
Today's
What
episode,
it all means.
today's episode is called The Sunless Land. Before we get into that, let's lift our mood just a little bit.
Let's bring the sun out a bit.
Let's bring the sun out. Welcome to Dice Legends. My name is Vahid. I'm the Dice Legends DM. Wonderful to have you with us. Let's introduce you to the rest of the cast. Mom didn't want to start last week, so she loses out on the chance. We're going to start with Ronnie.
Me? For the first time?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
mano
got
lava
it.
soy fu lava. Kia ora, e te whānau pula vina ka level. My name is Longi. I play Ātukaan, a level 3 paladin. As part of the Order of the Oaths of the Sun's Wrath. Sounds really badass, and it's really been really cool playing myself on this. No, and that's me.
Moving on.
Hello, I'm Raylene, and I play Mihan, as you've seen in the beginning. I play a level 3 warlock lady, old lady who is now sad. But you don't know that. Well, now you do, actually. You didn't know that, but now
Before.
you do.
No.
Kia ora, my name is Truby, and I play a level 3 wizard named Wezley, and he is filthy, stinking rich, and he's Lord of the Wellthernia family.
What a brag.
Hey, Kia ora, my name is Monique. I play Wesley's sister.
That's what we call you.
That's right. There's a level 3 rogue named Reaf.
Thank you very much, everyone. These guys are wonderful. If you're a follower or a subscriber, thanks so much for joining us. If you're new to our channel, hit us with a sub, hit us with a follow. It's great to have you with us. Let's talk about the people that make the show happen. We'll start with the person who's not distracted at all.
Me! What am I doing? Oh, Patreon!
And you know what?
Yes, I saw.
Okay, go for it.
Vahid was absolutely embarrassed by Rebecca Scott, who absolutely flogged Vahid on national, international, intergalactic streamo-vision for Vahid referring to our patrons as Patreon, because Patreon's the name of the site, but the people who patronize us and give us their patronage are patrons. Kind of like a warlock has.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole time, I trusted Vahid.
But you shouldn't have. But the people that I do trust are our patrons who give so generously to us at whatever level they can. We really appreciate it. You help make us what we are. You help us improve. Thank you for patronizing us.
And as a small gift in return will make you look sexy. If you want that, all you're going to do is jump on the Dice Legends website, have a look at the merchandise. You're going to look like Ronnie. Yeah. You're going to look like the sexy
It's gonna look better on you though.
It's the shirt.
It's all the shit.
All of his juice is the shirt. Yeah, that's all he got.
And one of our sponsors is a wonderful company called Minstrel, who make premium TTRPG accessories. If we go to the screen, the action camera, you'll see that we've got Mihan set up in one of their dice cases with some of Raylene's dice. And they've also got a whole bunch of dice trays, and I use their incredible notebook. It's really beautiful. Head to them, and they've got an incredible discount. Dice Legends 25 to get a crazy 25% discount.
Oh, that's
Crazy. Head to them. All right, and our next sponsor
Is BD&D, and what do I see here is This is one of the things you can actually get hooked up by them is, of course, your player's handbook. Every D&D player needs it if you're building a world, if you're wanting to research more into monsters, into characters you can be. BD&D has got you. Also, along with Dice's, Magic of the Gathering cards, and much, much more. Just check them out. And I do believe we have a Dice Legenz discount. That's all you need to know. Dice Legenz, and it's a 10%, as always.
Yeah.
Nice.
And when you're ready to play, you might think, oh god, dang it, I need some dice. Well, you can head on over to D20 Collective. They provide a whole wide range of dice. And right now they've got their August releases, so they're at limited quantity. So if they're Gonesies for realsies. So I would highly recommend you go and check them out. We also have a discount for you if you want to save a little bit of moolah. We've got a new code to put in though, so put in Kiwi Legends with a Z at the checkout so that you can get yourself some dice for a cheaper amount of price. So yeah, check them out. D20 Collective. Bye-bye.
Nice. You've got all your handbooks. You've gathered your players who have armed themselves with dice. You're ready to run your first session, your 10th session, your 100th session. How many sessions have you run, Vahid?
I don't know.
A lot. A metric 1,000.
A metric ton.
A metric ton. Well, you might want to organize your notes for your world setting in World Anvil. They're the ultimate tool for the online organization of your TTRPG setting, or maybe the setting of your novel. Maybe you're more of a writer than a DM. Well, both of you people out there can use World Anvil to organize that world setting. It has all kinds of article linking tools, tables that you can create to make monster encounters or random magical effects. Yes, and you can make handy player handouts that you can give to your players when you're ready for that first session. Yeah,
Cool.
World Anvil.
Thanks so much, everyone, for all your support, for making our show happen, you guys. Now, we've done all that. It's time for us to get into today's session, so roll the titles!
Gunky. I'm just gonna take this whole thing.
Love these like.
Oh, minstrel.
Hey, we're back. Pow, pow. You ready, Truby? I believe you're on recap.
Yes, I am. Haven't done any revision, but we'll just see.
We'll just see what happens, shall we?
yeah. Remember
Because when
we
you
start.
smash
Okay.
it, it's more.
No. We're just going for a nice even.
standard
Okay,
one.
nice standard one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shuck lunges towards Wezley, weapon in hand, as she steals a rod from Mihan and tries to whack Wezley over the head with it because he has been delving into her mind to find out if she really did have feelings for Reaf. A whole debacle plays out as everyone punches everyone else. People fly over the edge of boats until eventually shucks back in and she's unconscious. Silent River agrees to take her away for a small amount of gold and hopefully they won't see her again. They all head out to Liber when they know that the evil trees are, or Treevils as we're calling them now. We run into two no-do-gooders named Nora, Goron and Unka. We follow them into a mining cave. We manage to take one of them down, but what's this? They are extracting black liquid from the evil trees. We're about to take them down, but they actually take half of us down. Reaf and Ātukaan are laid low by some sort of sleeping curse. And then Mihan, in a last-ditch effort, raises her hands and says, "We surrender. Here, I've got the liquid. You know you can trust me." It'll do.
It'll do.
That'll do. Okay, that'll do.
Completely forgot all that happened.
Yeah.
But now you remembered it.
I forgot the music. The music is newish.
Yeah, it's still
you got the
new.
new
It's
one.
still.
Yeah.
I
I
like
tried
It
to
built
finish.
in crescendo.
I think it was
it.
good.
Yeah.
It was great.
Delivered.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Are we voting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Tahiru Torufa. Yeah.
Come back to me,
Where's the
baby.
crown?
I had it. Hang on, can we revote?
Come back to me, my baby.
Baby
Oh.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back to me.
What? Is this episode?
Ah, yes, that's right.
I'm not-
And then the crown was returned to its rightful place.
Wezley.
Upon Truby's head.
Wilthonia.
We're regretting the votes on that. Nice.
This
Okay.
is going to be Wezley.
This is me.
Like
Yeah.
if he becomes king.
This is me. Bye.
Drunk on
Yeah,
power.
your utility.
Yeah, I gotta get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready.
For a hard day of acting.
Been a hard day's night. Hey, you're in the cavern,
Yeah.
underground.
Oh.
Ātukaan, Reaf, unconscious. Some blue-skinned, devilish creatures, horns on their head, razor-sharp teeth, lurking around their bodies. One right in front of Wezley. In terms of a size comparison, think of like maybe like a Black Panther size. Okay. Mihan, the woman,
oui.
Vordun. She had said to you at the end, I was told that you would be coming. And that's where we left our last scene. She says, come forward, both of you.
Wezley looks at the blue monster before him and he hardly wants to move.
Mihan looks over at Wezley and then she gives a gentle nod. And through her awakened mind, she says into Wesley's head, "Trust me."
That's a tall order. But Mihan's done a lot over the past few weeks that Wezley's prepared to go out on a limb here and trust her. So, okay.
I approach slowly, hands still seen and holding the vial in front of her.
She says, let us go down into another cavern.
Of course. What must we do with him?
All of your companions will come with us.
I look at the unconscious bodies of Reaf and Ātukaan.
Give me a moment. And she kind of closes her eyes and mutters something silently. You can't hear the words. And then she just stands still. And then you become dimly aware of the sound of footfalls from the back dark recesses of the cavern. And some people walk in. It's very dimly illuminated in here. Ātukaan's shield had the light spell cast on it last time, and it is still glowing.
It's on my staff.
It's on your staff.
Yeah.
On your staff. Thank you. On your staff. So you're casting illumination around, but it doesn't reach all the crevices and the crannies and nooks. Why do we say nooks and crannies? Why can't they be crannies and nooks? Anyway.
I thought it was nooks and crannies.
It is.
Oh,
but why can't we say crannies and nooks?
There are
Yeah.
certain like, vowel progressions that we like to hear,
Yeah.
and certain ones that we don't.
I like to.
Could,
Pop
that
off
could be,
linguistics.
Crannies.
yeah,
Yeah.
could be the answer.
In these,
Grannies.
In these crannies.
these, some people come forward,
Yes.
and I'd like you two to make an insight roll, please.
We.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love.
Ooh. So that's pretty good. Insight 19.
19. What'd you get, buddy?
I've lost 6.
I love the way you spent all that time looking it up.
It wasn't
Just in
worth
case.
it.
Okay. They look poor.
Oh. Wait, Wezley.
Mihan. Mihan. They have a vacant expression on their face. And she says, collect their bodies, pointing to Reaf and Ātukaan, and follow me. You two, she looks to Ātukaan, to Wezley and Mihan, please join us. And she starts moving towards the back of the cavern as well.
Mihan walks and follows, and again through awakened mind, she just says, do not be afraid, to Wezley, without looking at him.
Wezley can't respond, can he?
No.
Wesley's just trying to think very loudly at Mihan. How could I not be afraid, absolutely terrified, surrounded by the very people who mean to eradicate me and others of my station? Mihan, how am I supposed to not be afraid right now?
She looks right back at Wezley. Warns Wezley that they are not, in my awakened mind, they are not in a safe place to fight.
This is not fair that you can talk to me and I can't talk back to you.
Shh. In my awakened mind, just a constant shh. So it sounds like static in your head. Shh.
Oh, and it's actually comforting. It's like white noise. and then he,
Oh, yes.
That's actually quite nice.
She leads you to the back of the room. Reaf, Ātukaan, you are lifted. All your equipment is carried with you, and you're lifted behind. This woman, Vordun, goes to the back of the hall of the cavern, and goes down a flight of stairs. It terminates, the staircase curves around and terminates in another large room. The staircase, it curves around, going a whole 180 degrees around as it goes down. So when you come out at the bottom, you see another cavern in front of you. There are lights that have been lit, fires that are blazing, and another tree. But this tree is hanging upside down from the roof. Hanging upside down from the roof, and it has purple and blue foliage. Its bark, its leaves, its barks, its branches, its twigs are black. Its roots hold it to the ceiling and spread out across the ceiling and down the walls. It is a large cavern, probably almost 100 feet across.
Wow.
Perception rolls, please. I want to see how much more information to give you at this point.
How about a natural 20?
How about a natural 12?
I thought we were going to have another moment, you know?
Neutral 12.
That's neutral. Yeah, that's with my modifier. So it's not even natural. It wasn't 11.
Okay, let's talk to you first, Wezley.
Okay.
Because it's possible that Mihan may not share all the information.
Oh, well.
Around this tree, some scaffolding or something has been erected, and there are people, more of these poor people, atop it, that are like the kind of evil equivalent of taking maple syrup out of a tree.
Oh, so
So they're using augers.
Yeah.
Augers, and you can just barely see the glint of light catching on the glistening black liquid that is dripping from a number of augers into some containers around the tree.
Wezley feels dirty and damp and yuck, but he's also taking mental catalogue here, noticing how they're extracting the black liquid because he eventually wants some of this for himself.
this looks like good juice, good power. So he's just taking a little note.
The other thing that you're aware of, before I turn to Mihan, is there is a sound of water in here. There are lapping waves, and on your right, you can dimly see a bridge, a stone bridge, crossing an expanse of black water. And across the bridge, there is another large opening illuminated by lights. There are a lot of people in here. It's probably about 20, maybe 30. Mostly humans, but there are some dwarves mixed in as well.
Can I get a read? Can I get a read on whether they look like they're doing so? I want to see if there's a dynamic between like the people working and I guess there's only Gorun to reference them against. I want to see if there's some sort of like, I want to see if these people want to be doing this.
I understand.
Yeah.
Insight away.
Yeah. 19.
It is now that you notice that they do have a very impassive look, and no one is talking. There is no conversation, despite there being 30 people in the room. Mihan, below the tree, below the upside down tree, there are brass instruments. There's like a large pot, and there's a fire underneath it, and some strange alchemical equipment nearby. On the very far side of the room, there is, like as you come out of the stairs coming down, on the very opposite side of the room, part of the natural cavern has a raised shelf, which is about 1.5 meters high, and on that shelf are boxes and barrels, like small wine casks.
They're not open or anything, so I can't see what's inside them.
They're too far away and it's too dark for you to be able to see much more than that.
Fair.
Also, there is a chill presence somewhere in here that reminds you of the same sinking stomach of every single time you've seen Mugdaya. It's just an unseen, unheard, ominous dread.
Mihan is trying to figure out if this is where Mugdaya says to go. She just remembers one of their conversations where she's supposed to follow Wezley, and somehow that's led to here. So she's trying to find any other signs of Mugdaya here, or of her daughter, if it's possible.
Okay.
And she pockets her own vial for now, as she watches all those black liquid, and she watches Wezley watching all the trees and whatnot in her awakened mind, and she says, well, I guess this is the factory.
Gorun beckons for you two, plus the two unconscious, and those that are carrying Reaf and Ātukaan, to follow her. She goes to the southwestern corner of the room, of the cavern, which borders onto a subterranean body of water, black water, slowly lapping against it. There are cages there. And she says, it won't be for long, but the four of you need to stay in these cages for now. And the people carrying Reaf and Ātukaan, without needing to be told, start walking past you guys with their bodies towards the cages.
Well,
Do we have a blanket?
I can bring you a blanket, Lord.
And then he hears her say Lord. And then he's like, oh no, they do know I'm a lord. Of course they know I'm a lord. I have the bearing of a lord. And I will be punished for it, simply for being born a rich person. And so he solemnly nods at the mention of a blanket. Thank you. I understand that it's hard for people. He sees an opportunity. I understand it's hard for people like you to give and provide comfort for people like me. But your efforts will be remembered.
Good.
And maybe a cushion. But the blanket.
She instructs one of the people in the room to gather a couple of blankets. And you notice that near the cages, there are a whole bunch of like basic simple bedding made out of bracken, and each one has a blanket on it. And they take 2 of the blankets off of those and give 2 of them to Wezley. And the cage has been opened up, and Ātukaan is put down in it. His weapons have not been removed. Reaf is put in a cage next to him. Her weapons have not been taken off. The door is closed on Ātukaan's. You hear a click of a lock mechanism. Reef's is closed. And there are a few more cages, and you are beckoned to go inside.
Mihan looks at Gorun and says, I have had orders that you are to show me something. Perhaps you can explain that.
You will be seen in the cage.
Oh. Are you sure? I was told that you were to take me somewhere else.
Let us not waste time. Your companions can be killed at any moment.
All right. Of course. All right. Wezley, get in the box.
Yeah, Wezley will try and make sure that he's in the next cage along, so that he's next to Reaf.
Next to Reaf,
Yeah.
and there are 2 other cages.
Yes,
So you can be next to Wezley, or you can be a gap Wezley.
I will be next to Wezley.
You're in the cages. There. The woman comes up to first Ātukaan, places her fist on your face, and you wake up.
Oh. Well, where are we? Hey, are we staying the night? This looks like see? How exactly I planted in my head, our enemies will always provide. Because that is the light of a muketi shining through our enemies.
Wesley, can you shut him up, please?
Hand goes on Wezley on Reef's face, and you are woken up as well.
Reef's hairs are just like sticking up like daggers. It's like she doesn't quite know whether it was because she's been carried through this black liquid, but she's been having, as she's been out, she's been subconsciously having just like nightmare after nightmare. She sees her mum, and she sees her attacking Wezley. she comes into a room and she sees her like somberly sitting there, and every room she walks into is just her mum looking at like her skin starts falling off. Everything's going bad. She has flashbacks to being at home with Wezley, him being in a room touching death and seeing it firsthand, and this just constantly replays through Reaf's mind, and then suddenly restartles and completely locks eye contact with Wezley as she wakes up.
You're awake.
You're alive, you're right.
I'm all right. Yes.
Reaf just looks around to see if any of Wezley's limbs are like blackened, and she's just,
No, I'm all here. I'm fine. I'm okay.
right, I'm just making sure. Where are we?
We're further into the mines. We've been taken. We've been put in these damn dirty cages. Mihan managed to bargain for our lives.
I can't seem to see, I haven't got any blankets.
They didn't have any left, so.
Right, that's all right, I'll use my cloak.
And Wezley kind of just tries to make his blanket look like one big blanket.
So they didn't choose to kill us after all.
Well, it's quick thinking thanks to Mihan. They seemed to respond to this black liquid thing.
What black liquid?
Actually, while we're at it, what are they going to show you, Mihan?
Splash. Waves. Draw your attention to the water beyond that the cages are right next to. And you can see, perception rolls, guys, I want to see how much.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Nice.
13.
4.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mihan's in her own world. She's not listening. She's trying to figure out the best way to get what she wants in this moment.
on the other side of the water, remember I said there was a bridge? So there's a bridge on the southern part of this large 100-foot circular cavern. There's a bridge that spans some of the water. On the other side, I said there was another opening. You're now facing, where your cages are, you're facing the water and then beyond them, that opening. And you can see the cavern on the other side of the water. These blue creatures. And they're like in these sacks, being like stuck to the walls. And as you're watching, you see one of the people with a blank expression take a knife and cut the sack, and one of these blue creatures falls out. There are probably 20 of these blue creatures, and then in the place of that sack, you can see some of the humans that are slack-jawed place over a hook that the previous sack was on, another kind of blue membrane. And these different membranes, these sacks, they have things moving and wriggling inside them of different sizes around the other side of the room. But then, in front of you, the water is moving. There's something in the water that is moving. A ripple forms, catching the light both behind you and in front of you. Glistening on it, a fin appears out of the water. A long fin appears out of the water, moves towards you, and a strange head emerges. It doesn't look like a fish, but it doesn't look like anything else. In fact, I think I might just show you what it looks like.
Of course you will. It's Jaws.
It's something that Ātukaan has seen before.
Of course he is.
8 years ago. Now, this is not a representation of the cave at all. This is just what the creature is.
Oh no.
Where's the... What the heck?
Oh, old
It
friend.
looks like a Pokemon.
We'll show it on screen for a little while, and then I'll pass it around.
Galacticus.
Oh, it's a Galacticus.
Ātukaan has seen something like this before.
What?
Oh!
It has
That's the face?
3 sets of eyes.
Boyfriend?
rows of sharp teeth and tentacles. Some of them come out of the water, and the main body is like a large tube. As it, bless you,
Oh, you're
bless you,
allergic
cut
to
this off.
it.
Get it away from me. It's very... sorry.
As its main part of its body rears out and its circular mouth opens up.
Oh, jeez.
And in all of your minds, you hear the voice.
What?
All of your minds simultaneously.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not a language that you know, but you know the words. And it says, "Welcome, my new slaves."
Oh.
It approaches, and it comes first to Ātukaan's cage. Its head is the size of your entire body.
No.
And it starts
Yikes.
looking at you. Anyone doing anything?
Ātukaan has just locked eyes with this thing and starts feeling around for anything he can use.
You got your weapons. You
As
got all
a, hey, still got his own?
I said they left you all your weapons. Can you hand me the 2 books I handed you before, by the way? Yeah. Keep going, saying what you were going to say.
And then he draws sword and he readies.
Okay, anything?
Reaf starts, she starts like picking at her fabric and she tries to like put little bits of fabric in her ears. She can sense that like something's going on and she has literally just been put under some kind of mind control. So she tries to dull as many senses as possible. Her ears, her eyes, anything that can try get in her head. So she starts like plugging her ears and then
Okay,
she just
okay.
quietly sits there and dims her eyes.
Okay. Wezley doing anything?
Wezley just regards this thing, and he is enthralled. Because I don't know if he's seen anything like this in his books of Arcana that he's studied, but he's just gobsmacked by it. And then a little question in his head goes, "A voiced one?" But yeah, he doesn't dare do anything.
Make a history roll.
Yes. Ooh. 13.
13. It's not pulling any threads in your mind about. It's not ringing any bells or any of those kind of metaphors about knowing what it is.
It's not snapping any branches for me.
But when you say in your mind, "voiced one," it says, "Yes, my slave."
It's a voice one. It's a voice one. It's a voice one. It's a
Are you
voice
doing
one.
anything?
Mihan was.
It's gonna eat me. It's going to eat me. It's gonna eat me. It's gonna eat me.
Man, here's Wezley. And she's this, in her awaken, my shut up. Because she was lost in her own train of thought, trying to figure out the best way, just trying to like play a game of chess in her head, like to get out of this situation. And then upon seeing this creature, that all just shatters in front of her, and she sees the biggest face, the size of Ātukaan.
Its head, like the front of its head.
Oh my God! Like
Yeah, that part of its head
That's-
is the height is taller than you.
that is
Yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah, true. Wezley vomits.
She can't think of anything else. I think she wants to try and think of how to get out of here, how to get what she wants, but this presence is so
Sensing the fear in his kind of like in his
Just looks at it,
friends,
yeah.
Ātukaan, without taking his eyes off this evil-looking thing, locks and he just kind of says in encouragement, "My friends, there are sometimes life will present you with an obstacle that doesn't look like you can overcome. We may hang over these cages like sitting ducks, waiting to be picked away and to be killed, and possibly eaten. But today is not that day."
As Ātukaan says picked away and he starts continuously talking to Reef's gonna just like slightly back up to the corner of her cage looking like terrified, but she's actually just gonna get her thieves' tools out and start picking away at the lock behind her back.
Okay, great. Make a thieves. So use sleight of hand. Use sleight of hand roll.
And as long as Muketi.
Now, I said it came up to you. When you present its shield, it looks at your shield. It looks at your armor. And its eyes contract. And it goes, spittle comes out.
Ātukaan takes all of the spittle to like, and I'm like, I've just polished that.
Servant, and you hear in your mind, servant of the enemy.
Oh, you've heard of my friend.
It moves away from you, over towards Wezley,
Oh God.
and says, "You now are my slave.
It is. Yes, of course.
Make a wisdom saving throw."
Okay.
Protect your senses.
Should I do it
Is that
now?
what he said?
Is this, should I make it now?
You should make it instantly.
Oh my god. Okay.
Stop procrastinating.
Wow.
Natural 1. Goodbye. He basically reaches into his sister, shakes her hand, and says, "It's been nice knowing you as I am. Right, for as long as I've been in possession of my brain, it's been good knowing you."
Wezley, I need the other hand.
The other hand?
I need that hand.
Oh, okay. Oh. And then he feels like the lock picks in it, and then he just like, okay, well, it's all right. That's the last thing I'm going to know, I guess.
And Wezley,
Yes.
you are now enslaved to this creature.
God.
It then moves over towards Reaf.
Right. Can I make another
out of
roll?
your
Because
mind.
Wesley ruined my roll with his hand pulling.
You can make one more roll
One more
as
roll?
as it comes over to you.
Oh my
great.
God.
What'd you get?
16.
Clink.
Great. Right. Oh, hello.
It's a massive head.
Oh my
Eyes
God.
blink, but not all at the same time.
Keep it out of your mind. Don't let it into your mind.
Reef closes her eyes.
And it says to you into your head, "You are my slave now." Make that wisdom saving throw.
What dice do I use? I
A
don't know.
two-sided dice.
Where's my wisdom? Oh, 14.
14
Is that good?
is what you needed. Oh. You feel it, but your mind is too strong.
But I open my eye and I look at what Wesley's doing. And I just,
Okay. That's definitely a performance roll.
Oh no.
Come on.
I'm not very good at performing.
Inspiration or something. Can you just roll it again?
Inspiration.
I would need you to. Oh,
Inspiration.
I'm not making. Oh. Why do you use your? Why did you use your? Don't listen to me. I'm not taking over. I got my brain. I'm working for the
your
enemy.
mind.
All right. It ignores you. Doesn't go to Mihan. Comes back to you, Ātukaan.
And over and over, unbeknownst to him, the reason why I guess Ātukaan's mind is a fortress is that he's constantly saying his Muketi mantra over and over again. And then he looks upon the beast.
Thank you.
Do you have inspiring leader?
Yes, I do.
Do you have inspiring leader?
Yes, I do.
Because I thought that's what you were doing.
That's what I was doing. Am I supposed to roll for that?
What does inspiring leader do?
I only know this because I helped Ronnie make his character.
I get 10 minutes of inspiration.
So we get temporary hit points, I think. I'm just going to look it up real quick.
You look it up while we have a conversation
Okay.
with Mihan.
Okay.
We're going to come back to you, Ātukaan, because we need to know if this has any bearing on it. Mihan, what are you doing? It doesn't actually seem to be paying you much attention.
Mihan notices that. And Mihan thinks it's because she's got ties to something that's related to it. So she's trying to hold on to that playing card. And she brings out her vial again, just so that it kind of like hooks it onto her necklace even, so that it's seen. It's like she's wearing it proudly now instead of keeping it a secret. Because this is the place to do it.
Okay.
She's horrified. She wants to cry, probably, but she looks right at it with like, I don't know, a mother's bravery, you know.
Okay. Love it. Thank you. Did you find anything?
Everyone, up to 6 creatures, get your level plus your charisma modifier as temporary hit points.
Okay.
3 plus 1.
3 plus 3.
So we get 6 temporary hit points each.
Okay.
Okay. Using your inspiring leader. Okay. It comes over to you, Ātukaan. Okay. And it says, "Servant of my enemy."
I call him more of a kind of a brethren. You should get to know him sometime. He's a very good inspiration.
And it says, "You will be my slave."
I'm so sorry. That occupation or place has already been taken.
Make your wisdom saving throw.
Come on, baby.
Come on, bruh. You're wise.
Wisdom
Surely wise.
saving throw.
Surely wise.
Where's your wisdom +1?
+1?
Plus your proficiency as well.
Plus my
13.
13.
Oh man, just so close.
Can I use my?
You want to use your inspiration?
I got you, boy.
Okay. Inspire. Come on. Give me.
That was so
It
painful.
went 18.
It was.
to a 4.
I really look
How
like
does
it's
it
good.
Yeah.
Someone wants us to die today.
And you go under as well. Now let me talk to you, Wezley and Ātukaan. A feeling of coldness, of lack of volition's willpower, a lack of any sense of drive is gone. You're happy, you're not happy. You're not happy. It is gray and it is cold, but that's all there is. Comes over your mind. You're allowed to do things, but if you receive an instruction, you will obey that instruction. Let's talk to Reaf and Mihan.
Reaf can hear the lock click from behind her hands, and she sees her dart blower. What's it called?
A blow dart.
A blow dart. Which, yeah, she sees like the blow, the whir of it. Hang on. Yeah. She sees the straw-like thing.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
She picks it up. She smacks the lid off one of her little vials, which isn't poison because I know I've run out, but it's oil. Now, just hold fire.
Okay.
She keeps oil, right? That's just what she does. She's got to lube up all the instruments. You know what
She's
I'm
got
saying?
some essential oils, you know.
She.
Lavender.
I'm thinking it's like black, like diesel-like oil, but it's like some kind of thing.
petrol.
She takes a small.
Petroleum.
Special with it. She takes a small little sip and she just. She like spits it at the door because she wants.
You want it to be quiet.
C4.
CRC. Yeah.
She's done this before.
Okay,
right?
all right,
She's
great.
proficient in this.
You know what I think?
She's professional. Well up the game.
Do you know what I think? I think you and I need to have an inventory conversation after this episode to figure out.
Like, what did Rob give me? Surely he's got some like.
Rob gave you all sorts of things.
And oil?
Oil was one of them, I think.
Well, he gave me a candle, so there'll be like some kind of like wax.
Wax.
On
Yeah.
Go.
there. But I'm pretty sure I have oil.
All right, go. Okay, let's go with
Agree
this.
some
Then
hinges.
Just some door
I spit it on the door hinges,
Dig it, yeah.
and then I'm gonna try and slip out of the door.
Okay, you want to try to stealth out. Mihan, what are you doing?
Mihan looks at this. I don't think she'll speak to it until it speaks to her.
Okay.
So she's playing it safe in that regards because she's seeing the demeanors of Ātukaan and Wezley change, and she knows that something's probably happened to them. So yes, she.
Okay. Thank you. So, it speaks into all 4 of your minds. I'll get that stealth roll in a moment, but it speaks into all 4 of your minds and says, "You will help prepare the army." And then it slowly slides back into the water. Go ahead, stealth away as it disappears.
23.
23. You're pretty stealthy, pretty quiet. You move out of the cage. As I mentioned, nearby there's a whole bunch of bracken beds with blankets on them. And then behind you is the opening of the cavern. In front of you is the water and the other side. What's your intention?
My intention was to try and unlock Weasley's cage.
Okay.
But I really want to keep an eye out. Like, at any sign of someone heading towards us, I'm running. I'm bolting.
Okay, thank you. Let's just get whatever the people are doing.
I'm faithfully obeying my new lord and master, Fish Man. No, the voiced one. Does he give us any sort of indication of name? Or
Hasn't yet.
Okay.
I like Fishman.
Fishman.
Squidface.
Squidface. Yeah. Just, doing anything he asks of me. I'm pretty loyal, pretty subservient. Not happy to do everything, but just.
It's a job application.
Yeah. Myself in 3 words. I'm dependable. I'm a perfectionist. No, that's all.
Yeah, great, thank you. Mihan. Wes? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, can Mihan hear Reaf getting out of the cage?
You heard the little. No, she was too stealthy, but
that
she's not.
Okay.
She's not in. But she's not in the cage.
The cage. Mihan searches around for.
Well, make a perception roll to see if you can see her.
15 plus 1, 16.
And her stealth was 23, so no.
Oh,
she's
snap.
so.
She go.
She's
How
gone.
the hell? I want to do that too. Then she's looking around with that roll. She also wants to look around for any threats or Gorun or any other people apart from them.
Yes, go for it. Perception eyes.
Again?
Yeah, and you can do that as well, Reaf, because you're also looking around for threats.
7.
15.
All right.
I'm sorry. Wait, yeah, 15.
Okay. So look, you don't see any Mihan. You don't see any threats. People are just going about their business around the tree. Reaf, Gorun has gone across to the other side, where the blue the side of the bridge, where the blue creatures are being spawned and birthed from their sacks. Ātukaan, what are you doing?
Ātukaan, also now under a subservient spell of Fishman, but in his mind, he's now the reoccurring dream, like running up the hill and seeing apples from this tree fall and they turn rotten. But then now the tree turns into big tentacles, black, and then wrap around it, like his face, his body, and then all he sees is himself being dragged in to pitch blackness.
Love the symbolism in these dreams, guys.
And that's it. And he's just like, I think I just see him just in this middle of pitch blackness and nothing else except for that voice that comes in and out.
Okay.
And just like Wezley, just really locked in servitude now.
Okay. Well, this is going to be, for the next few minutes, this is going to be the Reaf and Mihan show.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go, girls.
Okay. As camouflagey as she's amazing, but she's basically blending in like one of the entire cage.
And there are a lot of rocks and things.
Yeah. So she is in her best camouflage, but she will move over to Weasley's cage and she will try and pick that lock.
Mihan.
Mihan looks over at Wezley's cage. She goes up to the bars of her cage and tries to get Wezley's attention. Wezley? Okay. She's trying to test out what he can and can't do. What are the limits to his hypnotism? Would you still like that power that we talked about?
All of your volition, all of your motivation, all of that is gone.
Okay.
The door opens. You pick the lock.
Great.
Nothing. All right.
Reaf thinks about undoing Mihan's cage, but because that dragon didn't go over to Mihan, Reef's like, she's in on it. She bring us here on purpose. We didn't want to go to the tree.
You're so right.
But she's so insistent on going over to the trees. And then I feel like now that I think I might be like, when you're replaying it and you're kind of making more of an issue, I was like, I don't even know if Ātukaan wanted to. I feel like it was all Mihan. constantly these little conversations, these secret conversations. She's poisoning their minds. And she knows how much Wezley respects Ātukaan, and she knows that she might not be able to get out without Ātukaan's help. So she peers over at Mihan, and then she just goes over to Ātukaan's cage and tries to unlock it as well.
Okay. Meanwhile, Mihan, what are you doing?
Mihan sees again that Reaf is not in her cage and looks around again for Reaf.
Her stealth is just too good. She's just
Like too good. All
too
right,
good,
like
but
23 is not
you
mine.
can tell that that Wezley's door is open though. And then and you get to
With-
Ātukaan. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, what else? What do you? Go ahead.
I'm gonna try something. It's gonna be so dumb. Mihan just opens up her vial, and she dips her finger into it, and she flicks it at Wezley.
Just at Wezley, just to see.
I'm just doing some science experiments
science
here.
experiments. Yeah.
Like trying to get it into his mouth, kind of.
Well, his mouth isn't open, so you get some black liquid on you, Wezley. It doesn't do anything else.
No, okay, so it's not that type of. All right,
Okay.
I'll cross that out of my list.
Reef, you managed to get
Bill Nye some
Ātukaan's
stuff here.
door open.
Great. I notice that no one else is looking at me. I don't care if Mihan sees me anymore, but I'm still trying to camouflage myself from outside perspectives.
Okay.
I crawl into Ātukaan's chamber and I just grab him and try and lead him out and just see if that kind of works.
Ātukaan, upon being pulled, looks up, meets Reef's look, but his eyes have now gone from Ātukaan's eyes, which probably was a nice little hazel brown, to now complete black. And from his pupils, then his whole eyes actually went black itself, and then looks at Reef, and then draws his sword and lunges, and almost in like a real kind of very swift, unseen before kind of movement from Ātukaan, but grabs his sword and goes for a stab anywhere, wherever Reef is just he's lunging to attack, hoping in my mind he sweeps down and tries to cut at her Achilles.
Make the attack.
Oh, this is. Oh.
Natural one.
It clangs on the cage.
And he just kind of readies himself back up, and again his eyes are just locked on wherever Reef is, ready for the next
I
attack.
try and punch him in the face to knock him out.
Go for it. Punch him. Punch.
I've rolled a 6. Plus my strength?
Yeah, sure.
7, 8, 9.
Mihan,
I see them.
you see them. I want you, but there's something else that you would have seen as well on the other side of the water. Mm-hmm. You see Gorun just before this altercation happens. So we've just rewinded 7 seconds. You see Gorun standing with 2 of the slack-faced slaves, and goes, slits both of their throats, and both of their blood starts filling up a large basin that has the blue sacks within it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back here,
Yeah, I just want to use my retreat to run into Wezley's cage.
Easy.
I go, right, well, I don't even care about you. And then she just runs and she tries to scoop Wezley up in her arms and run him out of there.
okay. And you
As
start
that's
running.
happening, Mihan wants to try and grab Reef's attention and says, "They will kill Wezley and Wezley will kill you."
How do you know, Mihan? How do you know?
I just know. Why do you think they didn't look at me?
I knew I couldn't trust you. You brought us here, didn't you?
Not on purpose. I did not know that they were going to capture us like this. I am trying to get out of this just the same as you.
Wezley
I need
trusted you.
Wezley too.
Why?
I need Wezley alive and sane. I need you, and I need Ātukaan to be alive and sane out of here.
Oh, is that why we're trapped in cages?
Well, you
in front
think
of
it
a
was
giant
my
monster?
You think it was my plan?
Of course it was your plan, Mihan.
What is my end game here? Think about it.
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan, like as this conversation's going on, Ātukaan would have slid in and had take another stab at Reaf. He's just they can't get Reaf, and then again.
What did you do when you came into Wezley's cage? What did you do? You just ran into his cage.
I just ran into his cage.
Okay, so the door's open.
Okay, so Ātukaan's in that cage now. Wants the corner reefing and looks at blackened eyes. I don't know what not Ātukaan's voice, but something coming out and goes, I've always wanted to cut down a tree. You look like a good tree to cut. And then, takes another swing at it.
Who says that?
This is actually
Oh, good job.
NPC's list?
this is actually the real.
He's been putting on something the whole time.
Across the water, Vordun says, "Bring the Lord." That's all.
Great. All right. Well,
They will
And
get him.
some people near the tree turn towards you guys.
If I brought you here, why would they put me in a cage as well? They see me as a threat.
right.
Swords just come from. What are you doing,
Okay,
Reaf?
Reaf has got Wezley. She runs out of the cage and she slams the door shut lock to try and lock.
Trying to lock Ātukaan in there. So
Yeah.
you're using you're disengage.
Yep.
Disengage.
Bonus action.
Bonus
kicking
action
the
to
door.
get out and do it.
Yeah.
You will
no
not-
problem. No,
you
you don't
will-
even need to roll.
You will
Great.
not get out here alive without me.
Oh, she somewhat doesn't trust Mihan. She looks at her pick lock tools and she just chucks them to her and she goes, right, we'll be waiting. And then Reaf runs to wherever the nearest looking like shelter hidden area is.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, so you're seeing this room for the
Oh,
first
boy.
time.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So make a perception roll real fast.
Great.
You need it to be good.
It's a 4.
It's not good.
Okay.
Okay, so there's like a on your right.
Yep.
There's like a bridge that goes over to the blue creatures and
Yep.
monsters in Goran.
Yep.
Right in front of you. There's this upside down tree with some slack-faced people that are turning their attention in your direction. That's what you see. Great. Wezley, what you doing?
Wezley regards Reaf, and she's not doing anything presently that's counter to his directive. So he's kind of just regarding her, just like. And he sees her nod.
She's never seen Wezley so quiet.
And he sees this person nodding, but he doesn't really. I think he intellectually knows that this is his sister, but he doesn't. There's no warmth from him.
Yeah.
There's no. That doesn't compel him to do anything. He just.
Mihan picks up the lockpicking tools that Reaf has thrown into her cage, and she starts to try and.
Are you proficient in thieves' tools?
Not thieves' tools, but I have sleight of hand proficiency. Does that count?
But what was your background?
Oh
yeah, Charlotte.
Yeah,
right?
Charlotte.
Yeah. That doesn't give you
No.
thieves' tools. You
I've
can
got
try.
forgery though. Can I forge the lock in it? I would like to use my inspiration for this one, I think.
Nice. Go on,
Okay.
go on. Come on, you got this. I need help now.
Can I add
You want her help? Yeah.
Oh, it was gonna be 17.
Your
Do I add any sleight of hand?
You sleight of hand, but you're not adding your.
Not my proficiency.
proficiency.
No. Well, that's a 7, 8, 9.
This 9 is.
Which is just the same as the first roll.
So this first round, there's nothing. Ātukaan, you're now locked in this cage.
Ātukaan's in the cage, but inside Ātukaan's mind, he's in that pitch blackness, and he can just feel something creeping up, like as if water is like a symbiote. Is it a symbiote? Kind of like climbing up his legs. Outside of his mind, he's frustrated, looks at the door of the cage, and he wants to kick it.
Okay.
And go, "Arr," and he also wants to keep his eye on where the
Okay,
crew went.
athletics roll. 12.
Hey! Plus 4. 16?
Yeah, you do. You one more kick like that, and you will have. They're really simple locks. One more kick like that, and you will probably have damaged it enough that you can open it.
Yeah, he's enraged.
A presence comes into your mind, Wezley, and Ātukaan, saying, "What is this disturbance?" You can communicate with it. And thoughts go faster than words, so just say in your, "What is this disturbance?"
In Wezley's head, he says, "My sister is carrying me."
And Ātukaan, master, they are getting away.
Okay, it says they must stay. We will feed them. They will feed the beasts. Okay. I think we need to set up a map.
Where's the break? Ooh.
So, if we can clear this real fast as you can, we're going to set up.
In the middle.
Oh, welcome.
Hello, friends.
Welcome, Raiders. Great to have you with us. Okay, guys.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Move that one,
nauseous.
please. And set up 2 large ones and a big square for me, please.
2 large ones in a square.
And a
Big square.
There you go.
Okay, and yeah, please put that one up there. You guys are down here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's set up the.
What are you doing over there?
There's a raised area that had all the boxes and things over here.
Together.
Yeah.
These like our cages or something?
Yeah, those can be the cages. Put the cages over there. Okay. We had a bridge, which I had mentioned, which is going to be out of frame. I know that's out of frame, and can you please help by putting cavern walls around this area here? Not here. This is water. This is water. Now you understand, for our purposes, that the tree is upside down.
Aye.
Yes.
Yeah.
I shall place a tree there.
An ill omen, to be
ill-
sure.
You know that the tree is upside down.
This is actually what?
It is actually upside down, exactly.
And it's blue and purple.
And it's blue and
And
purple.
black.
And black.
Although you cannot see yet, this is the stairway from which you entered.
From whence we came.
From whence you
You
came.
And then water over
Okay, and there's a whole bunch of people there. Let's just put some of the alchemical tools in there. Can you put
Yes, the
some of these alchemical tools around the tree?
Here's the
And
basin. Here's the fire or something.
It's a little.
Oh yeah,
And
here's
there's
the
Shisha.
the ring area.
Wait, I've got an orange dice for this.
No, not the tree.
Nice, that's looking good, right?
No, I had an orange dice
One
for
more.
this.
Okay, all right. And having done that, I'm gonna just start putting a whole bunch of civilians in.
Okay.
Reaf,
boy.
you have moved forward with Wezley.
Yes.
Okay. I think what we need to actually do is, I don't know if this is going to come across, is let's extend this out a bit because our area is a little bit larger than that. So yeah, extend that out. Mihan and Ātukaan, you're back a bit. Can you see that okay or not? Great. Thank you so much, guys. That was a quick build. Good work, team.
Nice.
All right. I'm just going to give you a whole bunch of civilians. Just start putting them on. All right. Just start placing them anywhere.
Yeah. They can probably just like stay over here.
Yeah, they don't have to get them
I see.
get them as far away
They're
as
actually
possible.
they're all underneath a large chandelier like lighting apparatus.
And then we can see the line connected.
and there's a rope
Yeah.
that actually terminates right where we're standing.
Yeah, and it's like right next to me on so she can actually just cut
exactly.
it. With her leg.
That's what we're looking.
There's also 2 massive boulders that are just like
Yeah.
sitting on top of the.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right on
Perfectly
ramps above.
leaning.
Yes,
And right
exactly.
right to their left, there's a landmine.
Yeah. And to the right, there's like a caged lion. that
Who hasn't eaten for 3
hasn't been
years.
hungry. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Be careful what you wish for.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
We move into initiative order. Reaf, what are you doing?
I'm running into this crevice
Okay, can someone move Reaf for me, please?
with
Square.
Wezley.
Okay, yeah, and take Wezley with her. All right, all the people around you regard you as you run.
Yeah, I put my back to the to this little crevice to try and hide for a second, and I just take a moment to look at Mihan, and I'm like, oh my god, what have I done? I feel like I've made the wrong decision. But she just uses it to just peer out. She's just assessing the area, looking for another place to hide.
Stealth roll, perception roll.
14 for stealth.
7 for perception.
Okay, there's too much blood pumping around you. You're hidden. Wesley's the big red kind of sign there, but you're not.
Yeah.
You're like invisible.
Yeah.
But Wesley's just. Okay, Wesley, what are you doing?
Wesley, I've worked out what the mindscape for Wesley is right now. He is in a library full of mahogany shelves and tables, and he is at a table in which he has gotten out stacks and stacks of tomes that he is kind of poring over. The library is attended by hooded librarians who kind of just shuffle about and aimlessly move books from shelf to shelf. And the doors that lead into this library are crunching. Periodically there's just like this splintering of wood as something loud and sloshing is clearly wrapped around this entire library as the doors almost buckle underneath this grip of whatever's outside. And Wesley at his table of books is kind of looking up and he's fearful, and he's trapped. Yeah.
Thank you. Mihan.
Mihan has just failed trying to pick the lock, and you know what? She's not gonna try again. I think she's gonna go for an Eldritch Blast at the cage door.
Smash
Yeah,
it.
she's just gonna smash it.
Advantage to hit it because it's right in front of you. I mean, how can you miss, really?
Yeah. Oh, apparently I can, but 6 plus 5 is an 11.
Yeah, its armor class is 10.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Right, it's got no dexterity.
7 damage plus 3, 10 damage.
Oh yeah, you break the lock.
Bam!
The lock is smashed. Yeah, that was your action.
My movement. Upon that, do they look at me and
At the moment, they're all looking at Reaf, or the crevice that Reaf and Wezley have just gone in.
Cool, that's fine. I will go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yep.
You go over there to behind a rock.
Yes.
Okay, Ātukaan.
Ātukaan wants to take a final kick in his on the exterior. He's still subservient to Big Fish Man, and he wants to take one big kick at the cage door to see if he can get out. What?
Wow.
It's a 1. It's a natural.
Your
His
feet.
foot comes off.
Wow. Good stuff. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Ātukaan just like bah, and then he's just
Roll it
in
again,
his-
please. Roll it again. Let's see how bad it is.
Roll another one.
15.
Oh.
Too bad it wasn't really bad.
Oh.
You just miss. Your foot goes through the gap and nothing.
Sweet. But in the inside of his mind, he can just see the darkness now gripping at his chest and climbing up towards his face. And in his mind, he's in desperation now to get out.
Okay. People start moving towards you, Mihan. You're not hidden. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Over towards Reaf, surrounding where Wezley is. They can't see you, but they see They see Wezley there, and they try to take Wezley out of your hands. Whoosh. You letting them go or not?
No.
Then make an athletics roll.
Yes.
Ooh!
17 plus 5.
I get to do mine at advantage because there's multiple hands.
Go on. That makes sense.
You hold on to Wezley.
Great.
Okay, Wezley, you get pulled around. It doesn't break the thing. And actually, Mihan, we're going to say that all 3 of them are able to get around you, no problem. And they grab you.
But I'm not the Lord. I'm trying to think of what they're doing, because I'm not trying to disrupt the plan. No. I am innocent me. Look, I'm wearing the vial on my neck.
2 of them grab you,
Okay.
and you are held.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's all of the rest of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move over towards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move over towards Reaf and Wezley. Okay, Reaf.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, as just before they started to ascend, Reaf is like grabbing Wesley's hand and just giving him a little slap, like Wezley, I need you right now, mate. We're gonna be done for. She sees everyone approaching her and then them trying to yank them off, and then she just takes off the hood and she just stares at them and she goes, "Hey, don't touch my brother!" And then she does a big leap and she tries to like leap off this. She tries to do a big run and jump with Wezley and tries to leap off to try and make a run for it.
Okay.
Bring on the opportunity attacks.
Yes.
Okay. But they're not touching you, they're touching Wezley, so they don't get opportunity attacks on you. Ooh. They get to try to hold on to Wezley.
That makes sense.
But, so what first we're gonna do is we're gonna do an opposed strength throw. Make your athletics roll.
21.
I make mine at advantage. 15. You do it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Right.
move yourself.
Woo! Okay. And then me and Wezley,
Boing.
almost like slow-mo, we bounce off here and I want to go all the way up here.
Your strength is enough that you can jump through to the ledge that has all of the little like wine caskets
Yes.
and boxes on it.
Great. As soon as I get there, I'm going to try and go behind them, just so that when it comes time to it, I can kick them all at them.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm just prepping. I put Wezley down and then I'm just prepping myself.
Okay, Wezley, you've been put down. It's your turn, buddy.
Wezley, in his mind, the doors of this library have shattered inwards, and tentacles are like climbing in through this library. And he goes, "Oh no!" And he tries to pick up all of his books, but the hooded librarians, they pick up his books for him, and they all begin to shuffle up the stairway, and they've gone into the mezzanine area of the library as tentacles kind of like spill into the room and start seeking him out. And he goes, "Oh!" But the librarians are protecting him. But then you look in the hood of the librarians, and they're all skeletons. They're all skeletons that are looking after him, and he's trusting in the skeletons. And but on the outside, he's been put on the ground, and then Wezley stands up, and then looks at his sister, and just tries to hold her.
Okay.
But he's really weak.
Athletics roll.
Are you today? Still weak. Yes.
Yes.
You can't get a grip on her.
5.
Mihan.
Wezley. What are you doing, Wezley? Wezley.
Mihan has been grappled.
Yeah.
She's been held. Well, how are they holding her? Is it like
One's on your shoulder, one's on your opposite forearm.
opposite forearm? Well, Mihan spots that they're surrounded over here. So her first thing to do is she's gonna try and she wants to try and slide out of their grips. She's not trying to hurt them just yet because I think part of her thinks like, oh, these are people, and for a moment she's like, maybe they don't want to be here. What if? Oh, she thinks, God forbid, like what if I have like my daughter is like this if she's alive, you know?
Yeah.
So she doesn't.
A rare ray of empathy.
Yes.
Okay, we'll try to break free.
Sounds like a spell. The ray of
Ray of empathy. Oh, I like that.
17. I must say -1 though, because I'm
Dude, my highest at advantage was an 11.
Yes.
You break free.
We're breaking free. One.
Gun it. Oh, we'll do whatever you
No,
want.
I want
Do
to
whatever you
jump
want.
up this way.
Oh my gosh.
And then to try and help them out, she whispers under her breath, "Reaf, you owe me one," and she strokes the Book of Shadows that's right next to her. That's on her hip. That's given by Magdaya, and she casts Fog Cloud around here to kind of disorientate
To hide
Big.
everyone. 20-foot radius.
20-foot
What's
radius.
20 feet? Is it?
20 foot covers all of them.
Yeah? Oh, so right centered right there. Vroom.
So they can no longer see Reaf
she
and Wezley.
She strokes the Book of Shadows, she gets some dirt on the floor, and then she goes, wah, 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 like pedal, and it just rains on it, and suddenly it's just this gray cloud around them. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Ātukaan.
Ātukaan, in the mind of Ātukaan, the water that somehow has now overtaken him, the blackened thickness which he's now come conscious to, has now become like solidified roots. Like the water, if you can imagine roots going through your veins and then solidifying, and then that's now it's this pain. I think it's a bridge between the reality of him trying to kick the cage. It's now seeped into where he is, and he has only one thing on his mind and is wanting to break free of this bondage, because on the outside he is trying everything to get out of this cage to kill somebody. But then, just as the roots kind of almost like overlap his face and his eyes, and his lips, he just wants to say with all of his everything that's in his mind, Muketi, and then as if to yield, I don't know, to summon up something.
I'm sorry.
Come out of the darkness.
Yeah, you Mutiketi, and in your mind this continual conflict is happening, but it is not yet enough. There are conditions by which you can re-roll, but you haven't done them yet.
Oh. Right.
Okay, are you gonna? What are you trying to do, buddy? You trying to break the cage or not?
He's gonna break out of that cage.
Make that athletics roll.
It went 20 and then went back to a 2.
So you're just stuck in that cage.
I want you to fail these rolls.
He's a tank. He's gonna get you.
Okay, these three move towards where they last saw the Lord.
Into the fog cloud?
And into the fog. But everyone in the fog, I'm just going to roll a disadvantage thing. None of them can find their way out of the fog.
Silly mind.
And
adult
people. And you hear Gorun's voice saying, shout us out, what is going on?
Is she like all the way over
She's
there?
across she's across
That way?
like if she's over towards me.
Ah, okay.
The bridge that you see here goes to an opening that kind of clears out towards the south towards me.
Okay.
So she's
And that's all water up there.
and there's water between. The only way for her to get to you is to cross that bridge.
Okay.
I see the fog appear in front of us, and I look towards Mihan, and I'm like, fine. And at the same time, Wezley is trying to like grapple me on the side, and I'm like, hey, a big baby, and I pick him up and kind of like put him on my hip, almost like a small child, like so I grab him and he's kind of just sitting here on my hip, and I jump over. I jump over this way with Wezley, hopefully, and try and run towards this exit. And as I make eye contact with Mihan, being like, this way. Yep. What's the next roll?
You just roll, just run.
Just run? Great, I'm running.
can
Can I take you with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
1, 2,
Truby
3,
consents.
4,
And Wezley would too, but
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, she's not there.
Lady. Oh,
She would have gone
to the fog.
She's been in the
like
fog,
a moth to a flame.
Reaf goes out. Wezley.
oh yes. Wezley, the tentacles are now surrounding him on the mezzanine floor. He's up on the table, standing up, and with his books, just trying to like swat away the tentacles. The librarians are all falling to the grasp of tentacles as they begin to like lick at his feet, and he's doing like a little tippy toe dance, and he really doesn't want to have this thing take over his brain, but it is. And then on the outside, as he's being carried away by Reaf, he's just going, and then is just, I don't know, he tries to undo a belt buckle just to embarrass her.
Slap in the face.
Because that's the best interference he can think to run.
Right.
He's still her brother, and so that's the way that he's
Sleight of hand.
That's the way that he's going to try and impede her. is down trowel her. Sleight of hand
That's
is,
so Kiwi of you. Down trout.
is 14.
14, the belt comes out in your hand.
Yeah. And then he begins like flailing it around and lashing Reaf with her own belt. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Well, and so probably for the second half of the run, your pants start sliding down.
What the?
Mihan.
Mihan knows to exit, but for a moment she thinks of Ātukaan, who is left behind. And she wonders if there's any way that she can try wake him up, but he's stuck in a cage.
Make an Arcana roll. If you're specifically thinking, how might I break this?
Yes,
I
this
think you're going to
bond.
be really good at this.
Yeah, I've got Arcana. I'm proficient in it too. 15 plus proficiency, 16, 17.
Pain is the only way to break it.
My Eldritch Blast. Oh, can't remember what my Eldritch. 120 feet, right? Can she?
You can definitely see him. He's in a cage
All
right
right.
in front of you.
And he's used to see Ātukaan just like kicking effusively at this cage door, trying to.
Like, there's one way to, like, you know, when you're in a dream, if you die, you wake up. So I'm not trying to kill him, but I'm trying to do something like that. So yeah, she will go for an Eldritch Blast towards Ātukaan. 13 plus 5.
Ātukaan, you are smashed by this roll.
Well, the cage. I'm going for the cage, really, so that it hit. Oh. No, I'm going for
Are you trying to hit Ātukaan? You trying to hit the cage?
Ātukaan.
Roll damage.
7 plus 3 is
You take 10 hit points damage.
including your temporary hit points from Inspiring Leader.
Right, we've got 10 4.
So hold on.
That's actually quite handy.
Minus. How much?
10.
10? Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And she leaves that bomb and goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ātukaan, you may make another. You can make a save.
A 5? Oh. Can I plus anything there? No, he doesn't. Ātukaan ricochets off the cage side, hoping it would have shaken him out of his ordeal, but his eyes come back up and it's still pitch black, all of it, as he looks up and he wants to see if the cage is now open because of the blast.
Oh, the blast would have destroyed the cage on its way to getting you. What do you do?
Yeah.
So he's still under the spell.
Yeah.
He's still in the mindset, I have to kill whoever did that. Ātukaan runs out of the cage.
Into the fog?
But because he doesn't know who's in the fog, anything that comes towards him, he's swiping at and killing. As on his way towards looking for the other.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you come in and it's just foggy. So make a disadvantage attack.
Crikey.
16
At disadvantage.
17.
Okay, you connect with someone.
Okay.
We're not going to roll damage. You connect and you run through 4, 5, 6. You're just running all the way through, right?
He's running all the way through. The interior of his mind, though, he can see all of this happening, and the Ātukaan on the inside of his mind is like literally screaming and crying out in pain as he sees himself cut through and mow through as maybe 3, 4.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, you didn't get a double.
I was going to say that's a big round.
Light. Wow.
Does he?
We actually haven't.
You don't know. It's too dim and too foggy.
Yep.
You're not paying attention. I'm not even going to get you to roll damage.
Sweet.
Mihan, you're the only one that knows that Gorun starts crossing the bridge. And she is leading 2 of the blue creatures. It's okay, it's out of shot for now, that's okay. Believe it or not, she is crossing the bridge, and she's leading 2 of the blue creatures across the bridge. There is a bridge there. Mihan, you're the only one that is aware of it because you kind of ran that direction as you're going. Next round.
I'm just running with
Running. You do a double run all the way up. Wezley.
The tentacles have surrounded him. His library, his undead librarians have been crushed to smithereens. They're in various states of just constriction, as the tentacles have like wrapped around Wezley, and they're like, you can see one of his eyes and another succulent arm is just wrapped around his head. And Wezley just begins wriggling in Reef's arms. He's trying to get out. He's trying to get out of it. He's like, hand on her chin, like just trying to push himself out.
Athletics roll.
Here comes my athletics roll. It is 10.
Opposed?
Here comes mine. It is a 16.
You're too strong to hold. You can't. Wesley's too weak.
Stop that, Wezley! I'm not aiming who!
Mihan
is double running, dashing.
And you get up.
But as she's running, she shouts to Reaf to stab him, so to wake him up.
Okay, thank you. And you disappear. Can you take yourselves off of the map completely? The only person that's now on the map is Ātukaan.
Oh, okay, let's go, buddy.
And Ātukaan, again, he's just all of his instincts as a paladin fighter has now enhanced under this trance, and he's using it to his advantage. So anything that comes in that may or may not look like a threat, but it's in front of him, he's swinging at it, stabbing it, and then moving.
4, 5, 6, and you clear out of the fog, and you can see that they're not there anymore. Make a swing.
Use the golden dice. 10. Plus anything?
Yeah, plus your normal sword ability.
16, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Again, you're oblivious to what's happening, but as you swing and it connects with someone, and you come out of the fog.
And Ātukaan saw Mihan against everything, just running in that direction, so he's running in.
And you're aware that there is an exit there. Yeah. I'm assuming Mihan. Sorry. No. You might do something different than just running. What are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I would like to run and stab Wezley.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna grab my darts that they're chill, right?
Yeah,
no
right.
poison, yeah, and I'm just gonna stab him in the shoulder as I'm running. Do you want to make an attack roll?
You don't need to add advantage, because you've got him bound. What did you get?
No, it's a 14.
What's your armor class, buddy?
Less than that, 12.
Bingo!
Roll some damage.
Great, it's chill. It's a gentle 4. It's 4 points. Right in the shoulder, but I missed your carotid. You're welcome.
Thank God.
Guys, it is dark where you're running now. You've left and you now by this time you've come into the other room. Actually, it's not dark because I said there are lights in the other room.
Yeah.
With the tree, the right way up tree, the burnt husk of the right way up tree.
Yeah.
You've now run into that room. Wesley, you may make a save. You may make a wisdom saving throw.
No pressure.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Inspiration, more like winspiration.
Winspiration.
Oh gosh.
All of your inspirations have been awful.
Oh man. It's only the first half of the game too.
Mihan.
Has it been an hour since they were up in this room?
No, it hasn't been an hour.
All right, so my light is still on then.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's cool. Beautiful. Yep, I'm running after Reaf. I want to also look behind me to see if Ātukaan has followed as either himself or
You can't tell if he's his normal self or if he's robot self.
So I shout out to him, "Are you back with us, Ātukaan?"
Ātukaan, you hear her voice.
All you hear is Ātukaan, just like the chink of his armor, and then all he says, "I am going to catch up with you." One way or another. And he turns a corner as he does so.
Mihan cannot discern whether that's friendly or not, so she just keeps running.
Okay, so you guys are running. I think the only one that's potentially doing anything that requires an action, is you.
Yeah. Okay, I stab him and I see absolutely no change. In fact, he gets more annoying. Oh, I'm like, no, look like, I've put a shoulder back in place. This shouldn't be too bad. I am going to attempt to dislocate his shoulder. Just because I think that the pain is that's not enough. So I'm like, right, we're going for a big one.
Athletics.
You a little.
Like a glow stick, you
That's
know?
a 17 points of damage. Sorry, 17.
Yeah, cool, great.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
Wezley,
not
you can make a save.
Sorry. I can put it back.
You're a glow stick, bro. That's why.
22.
Yay!
As like tentacles begin to like wrap around him, like one of the undead librarians who's being like strangled to death throws off his hood, and it's Reaf. And Reaf like slips out of the tentacle, and then like comes up to like Wezley and holds him by both of his shoulders, and like looks at him, and it just goes crack, and rips one of his arms out of his socket, and in the dream he screams, and then it comes out into reality, and Wezley goes, "Ah!" Oh my God!
And then she puts it back. I'm sorry, Wezley. I'm going to see you. Are you alright? Are you okay? I'm sorry. Oh, I feel bad. And then she just keeps running.
Past the tree. Mihan, running as well.
Running, and she says, "Nice to have you back, Wezley."
Ātukaan.
Ātukaan's like, nice to hear you. Now I know exactly where you are.
Again, Mihan's like, "Is that friendly or not?"
All right. Okay.
Great.
You're crossing the big room. Mihan has entered the big room with the right way up tree. Ātukaan is coming from behind. You guys planning on doing anything?
Is there like black liquid lying around?
No, there's not black liquid lying around.
Okay, cool.
Do we have any sense, because I know that we ran into this cavern ourselves, do we have any sense of how long it's going to take for us to get out of the cavern?
Yes.
Is it soon?
It's going to take you, like this, the room with the tree in it, or just out of the mines entirely?
Out of the mines.
Out of the mines is going to take you a few minutes.
Okay.
We can do a few minutes. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Reaf
can
keeps running.
Run a few minutes.
All right. So what we're going to do, I just want to see what others are planning on doing. What are you doing?
Wezley's just gonna cry.
Sorry, Wezley.
I'm never gonna be able to ride a bike.
What's a bike?
Or a horse. I'll never be able to sit a horse or make a bed or lift something a quarter of my own body weight above my
You
head.
can't even do that naturally. You're so weak.
Meanwhile, Mihan
Mihan's running. She still can't tell if Ātukaan is friendly or not, so she'll just run.
and Ātukaan
Ātukaan still just stealth mode.
running.
Stealth mode.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 10-minute break. And when we come back, we're going to go into chase mode of Ātukaan the Terminator.
Oh my God!
Chasing down his friend.
In the dark.
All right, guys. Much love. We'll see you guys in 10 minutes. See you soon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hey there, fellow adventurers. Want to dive deeper into the world of Dice Legends? Join our incredible Patreon community. We have 3 tiers for different levels of involvement. First, our official Patreon tier is perfect for supporting the show without breaking the bank. Get news about the show and gifts of art and music. Next, our Lore Legends tier is for those craving hidden tales and untold secrets. Get unlimited access to our exclusive and constantly expanding lore document, as well as behind-the-scenes content. Finally, our World Builder tier offers the ultimate Dice Legends experience. As well as all the news and gifts and lore, you get to collaborate with us, contribute ideas, and see your creations come to life in future episodes. To choose the tier that suits you best, head over to our Patreon page now, linked below, and level up your Dice Legends experience. Hello, we're back.
Yeah.
It's good to have you with us. Okay, we're moving into part 2.
Oh, parte dos.
Parte dos.
Party dos?
Parte.
Party bus.
Let's
Go.
do it. Oh, it's gonna be a party bus.
Let's go.
And we're moving it straight into a chase scene. You'll see before you that we have Reaf still carrying Wezley. 25 feet behind is Mihan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30 feet behind is Ātukaan, sword raised, chasing. We're going into chase mode. Roll me a 20-sided dice, please, to see if there's any obstacle that comes along.
3.
A 3, yes. 3s are dex ones. Where's my notebook? Where's my notebook?
We stole it. So
Haha, we're the DM now.
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, going through the mines, right? Going through the mines, and there is a whole bunch of rubble that you just need to kind of work around.
Great.
Everyone needs to make an acrobatics roll except for Wezley, who can do anything he wants. Yes, everyone does need to.
Nice.
11.
What was that? Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
I don't know why I'm looking. I'm bad at this. Acrobatic. Yeah. Natural 1.
What'd you get?
Interesting. 16.
Oh no. I'm getting.
Okay, so move Ātukaan 2 forward,
2.
and move Mihan 2 back. Wezley, though,
Yes.
you're not running,
No, I'm not.
so you've got free actions.
Yeah, and as we're kind of going over this rubble, he knows that his sister's particularly adroit and dexterous. So he's like, point me at Ātukaan. And as he kind of is pointed around, he goes to use his left arm, and then he goes, it's been freshly relocated, and so he uses his other hand and uses Toll the Dead against Ātukaan.
Make a wisdom saving throw, buddy.
6. Plus what?
Plus your wisdom saving
My
throw.
wisdom, which is...
Your wisdom saving throw is this one, so you need to write these numbers in, buddy. So it's your proficiency plus your
1
modifier.
plus 2.
Plus 3.
3. Plus 6 equals 9.
Not high enough.
Not high enough?
Sorry, Ātukaan. And because you're already damaged, it's going to do 12 d12. So I hope it's only a little bit. 11.
Get out of here, Ātukaan. Ātukaan, eyes black and determined. In his outside mind, he is about to just raise his sword and go in. All he wanted to do was to lay the sword straight into Mihan's neck. But just before he does that, bah!
Yeah,
He's just
imagine, so in terms of like scale of bell, imagine one of those church bells that has one of those big like kind of logs that like slam into the side to ring it. That's exactly what's just been done to Ātukaan's head.
Roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you can break out of it.
Don't make us kill you.
8.
What do your hit points look like?
It doesn't matter. We're moving on. Wezley, roll a d20 to see what the obstacle is. If there's anything.
Do I go flying back by any chance?
No.
Oh, his head's too thick. 1.
A 1 is another dex. Another dex.
Oh, no.
Okay, great. So this one is that you come across a place where there's been some lanterns that have been broken, and there's oil on the ground. It's slippery, slidey. Another acrobatics roll, everyone. Other than Weasley.
Weasley.
Sorry.
17.
Oh, thank goodness. 16.
Which hero dog?
3.
Everyone moves 2 forward except for Ātukaan. Okay. Wezley, again, you got a free action.
Just like as they go kind of almost skidding.
I'm running backwards right now.
Yeah, exactly. Just hold me. No, don't worry about it. And then he casts magic missile on Ātukaan. He has to cast it at level 2 because he's only got level 2 spell slots left. But he fires 1 into the wall, 1 into the other wall, 1 straight up, and then 1 at Ātukaan.
Roll a d4.
I'm only going to roll the one that I rolled at Ātukaan. Great. 3.
Ātukaan, as he got hit by the first blast, he looks up and he grimaces. Nose is now bleeding, and he was just about to chase until that final missile hits him and blacks out, just out. His whole body just doosh.
Oh, wait, hold on, I think I killed him. Don't stop.
I've been trying to do that for ages.
I'm sorry. Hold on, go back.
It's like a little moment in the cartoons where you go, as you're running. Wait, hang on a second. Mihan quickly runs back to check on Ātukaan.
He's lying in a way that it does not look humanly comfortable at all.
Like in Family Guy when you're...
Reef's running back now towards Mihan. Right, is he right?
He is unconscious.
Do you think it's a good idea to wake him up?
Possibly. It's worth it. Can you carry him?
Yeah.
Wezley, you can walk on your own feet now.
Take Wezley.
No, can you carry both of us?
No! Oh, I probably could. But Ātukaan's quite big.
Wezley, you are back. You can use your own feet now. We can trust you again.
No.
Just stay at my hip.
Okay.
Life, death save.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh, yeah, he's really bad.
Five.
Fail.
Oh! Okay, Wezley goes, okay, I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not. Oh, I'm doing it! And Wezley casts Spare the Dying on Ātukaan, and he kind of tries to reach in with a skeletal hand through like the passageway to death, and like kind of like grab Ātukaan by the scruff of his armor and pull him back into the land of the living.
Yep.
And Ātukaan, meanwhile, in his mind, if you've ever felt dead and then dead again, that's what he's feeling, as in he's lost
Dead again
all
feeling.
sense of anything. Muketi is no longer in his mind. He's fighting for dear life. Suffocation. He feels himself drawn into like the center of the black tree or treevels, like as if it was just now digging, like the roots are now growing into his heart, into his spirit, and crushed. And that's it. That's all he can feel.
And then life and breath comes into your lungs.
And then it does. And it's yanked, as if the roots that went in yanked him back out. And he's just breathing.
Wezley searches his eyes. Ātukaan!
Mihan takes out her dagger and she holds it up to Ātukaan, just in case.
Ātukaan, your normal motivations have returned. Your normal thoughts. You're aware of everything that has happened, but you are now yourself.
Ātukaan feels the earth below him. He breathes and he sees the feet of his friends. And he looks up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Does he have any hit? Is he like? Are you conscious? One hit point.
Thank you, Wezley.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you did the same for me.
we can't stay here. Ātukaan, I know you don't really want this, but I'm going to pick you up and put you on my shoulder, right?
You take him. I can walk. I can definitely walk.
Yeah, Ātukaan, like he can't make sense of, he doesn't, yeah, he just disoriented is the word. And yeah, he just,
I do a very safe workman squat.
Lift with your back. Or your...
With your knees. Huh?
Right, come on, they're after us.
Yeah, true.
Perception rolls, guys.
Flip.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
the blue bees.
The blue bees.
14.
9.
16.
Okay. Okay, Ātukaan, you're still hazy, right? Among those thoughts is the memories of the breaking out of the cage and the moving through the people in the fog. You three, you hear multiple feet from behind. You've been running and running, but the feet coming from behind, and it sounds like beasts, the 4 foot, rather than, and are giving chase. You got a good roll? Someone got like a 19 or something?
18.
16.
14 of it.
I mean, they're not in visual range yet, and they're not in the range of your light on your staff yet, but they're probably only a few turns away.
We need to run.
Have to run?
Come on. I pick Ātukaan out if I just start sprinting that way.
Run.
Did Wezley's magic missiles to the other sides of the cave, did they make some rocks fall down?
Small amounts of rocks, because there are little bits here and there.
So it's not, the walls of this cave isn't weak enough to just collapse?
No, but if you want to give some thought into that, then tell me what you're going to do.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, I'm just asking.
Okay, what are you guys doing? Running.
Yeah, Wezley's gonna... He's like, I'm out of juice, team. No more magic. This is just pure Wezley muscle.
We're doomed.
Running. We have to get out We have to go to the town again. We have to be out there is safe.
Yeah. Ātukaan's like, put me down. I can run. I can run. And he just like, he just still very hazy. Like he is still, slightly stubborn that he can't really see himself move, but he just wants to be on the ground.
Okay.
And just follow.
You start running.
Yeah.
Making your way through. Someone to make your way out of this maze is going to require either very good survival roll or a very good investigation roll. I want one of you to be making the decisions. Who's making the decision?
Wait, who?
Shouldn't be me.
I've got I'm proficient at investigation. That's what I can offer, and I've got pretty good investigation. What do you have?
Wezley would try and do it from memory with an investigation of +5.
Oh yeah, you're better than mine.
Wezley, okay, let's see how good you do.
Okay, Reaf has picked up, has been like taking care of Ātukaan, so he's like, okay, all right, okay, I'll try and find a way out. And like pain lances through his shoulder again, and he goes, Natural 20!
Continuation of the string of natural 20s last week, remember, was around finding your way in.
Complete the circle.
And then,
Come on.
And then, the blueprint of the cave network is just like resurfaces, rises like a 3D model in Wezley's head, and they're running, and they go to turn down a corridor, and he's like, no, not that one. This one looks like a frog mouth. This is the one we came in through. And then he points through this one, and he's just trying to plot their way back out, and he thinks he's got it.
Okay, wonderful. What I need from everyone that's running, which is everyone, is we're just gonna do one athletics roll to see your overall
Running skills.
how well you do in terms of getting out, how fast you can get out, in terms of keeping the distance from you and the creatures that are running behind. So everyone that's running an athletics roll. Everyone's running, so everyone needs to make an athletics roll.
Oh boy. Oh, same.
No.
What'd you get?
10.
10.
4.
4.
7.
7.
Oh my.
11.
11.
Yeah.
All of them mediocre.
Oh my gosh.
We know how to get out. We just have to get faster now.
Let's clear this away, please. And you're almost at the very end when the beasts have caught up with you. I only want. That one can stay, and this one. It's a straight line. When you build walls, it's a straight line out. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's all we need. And they are definitely going to catch you. It actually looks better on camera if they're like this, believe it or not.
You at, girl?
Look, that's all good. And it is clear to you with the exit only like 40 feet, 50 feet away that these two creatures are they're just faster than you. There's just no doubt about it. Who got the worst roll?
Me, probably. Oh, no.
Wezley. Trailing behind. Mihan.
Yeah, then me.
Ātukaan, you're the fastest. Straggling out like this. And they are it is at this point where it's clear that you are not going to make it out. Wezley will be tackled before you make it out.
But I can't. I'm out.
And we go into initiative order. Okay.
Okay. Reaf can hear Wezley getting behind. She instantly hurls to a halt, and she turns around. And then she just moves past her brother. And then she looks him in the eyes and she goes, "Keep running, Wezley!" Okay. And she looks at these beasts and she just draws her rapier, just getting ready for one of them to go straight into her. Ready?
Yep, go.
Okay. That's 15 on the attack.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Great. This is an 18.
They haven't acted yet, so you have advantage on this attack.
Great.
Yeah.
You might get a 20.
No, I'll stick with a 15.
But you still get your
you
sneak
get
attack.
Sneak attack. Okay, so that's an act. Oh, so it's 2 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. 12. 12 points of damage.
Ouch! It's hurt. It's definitely hurt.
And then I'm going to use my I can't disengage now, because I ran.
Yeah.
You've got a
I
bonus
just-
action.
Bonus action to disengage. Yeah.
Oh, but you won't be able to move.
You've moved.
Yep.
You moved 1, 2, 3, 4. You can move 2 more. You can move 2 back.
Great. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna move back.
2 squares. You can
Run
move 2
backwards.
squares. 1, 2. That's as far as you can go.
Yep.
Wezley.
Wezley just runs up forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as he's like, one of his arms is limp by his side, he kind of turns around and he sees Wesley's kind of Reaf is struck at one of them, and so he just turns around and clenches his fist at the bleeding one and tries to toll the dead
Yes.
on him.
Fails at saving throw.
Oh,
Roll the damage.
that means D12 damage, baby. Can I hurt you as much as I hurt Ātukaan? 5.
No.
It's something.
It's something. Okay.
Mihan also does the same thing as Wezley, kind of walks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a little bit further. But she goes for an Eldritch Blast at the one back here.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. Oh, that's on
a
the
reroll,
side, yeah.
Reroll again.
Oh, it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Not good enough.
No? Cool. Bonus action. Tells Ātukaan to run faster. Don't fight them.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
Ātukaan hears that, sees Mihan, but then even though his whole body and his spirit feels crushed and weak right now, he looks at Mihan, smiles, and I says, I guess I'll see you when I see you, lady. And then he turns around and walks towards the beast. And but this time he's looking at the beast, but the beast kind of like merge in and out of his memory of him slaying through people. And so it's like people, beast, people, beast, people, beast. But he's trying to shake it, but at the same time he knows, he goes in for an attack.
Okay, well, move yourself up to them.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're our healer.
14
And you almost
plus
did.
my 6, dirty 20.
You definitely hit.
Right.
Boom!
Okay.
On the 8 and
Smash
plus 2. Shoot. There we go, D8.
Kill him.
Come on. 3 plus 2 plus. Also, if I divine smite it,
If you got any spells, you got any spell slots left or not?
have I used one? No, I don't.
I think you
Plus
used them
2.
Yeah. in the
Plus
last
5.
one.
5.
It is really, really badly hurt between the 3 blows that have taken, but it is not dead yet.
Oh.
And one of them runs past you to Reaf and pounces on Reaf and tries to knock you to the ground, tries to push you over, but does not. Fails badly.
Yeah.
The other one tries to claw Ātukaan and gets a natural 1.
His claws fall off.
All right. Okay. And that was disappointing for them.
But not for me.
But up pointing for us.
Yes, okay, as soon as it lunges off me, I get in a little elbow hook and I grab my rapier again and I'm gonna try and as I'm running, I'm gonna try and hook it in my rapier and run with it, you know? Skewer! I'm sorry, I'm not sure whether that's gonna, it was a 19.
Oh, yes. 19 definitely hits.
Great, right, well let's just get in there with a little 3,
kebab.
4, 5, 6 points of damage to this one here.
Cool. Yeah, and you want to carry it away with you.
Yeah, I want to, I'm trying to run it.
Skewered it.
Yeah.
Run it through.
Move half speed.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Wesley.
I'm not sure I've done.
It's basically like, as it gets closer. Kill it! Boom! And then he tries to toll the dead on it.
I think 13. What's the DC?
Oh, 13, you naughty blue thing. Keep it still! Get it away from me! And then he runs more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And you're at the entrance. The fresh air
Let's go behind.
goes into your nostrils. Mihan,
Yes.
what you
10
doing?
feet, not too far. I'll go for another Eldritch Blast as Reaf brings it closer to me. So I'm Why, thank you. 15?
Yes.
Ah. 4 plus 3 is 7, and it gets repelled 10 feet back.
Oh, right off the.
Yeah.
Whoa.
7, did you say?
Yes. 7.
Oh, it's so close. Ātukaan.
Ātukaan steps back with his sword, spins it around in one arm until the sword like points downwards, and he just wants to kind of slice across its head.
Do it.
Come on.
As he does so.
Chop it off. Chop off that. that
With his head.
Oh, yeah.
12 plus a 6, 18.
Definitely hits.
That's we like that.
8.
Yeah, buddy!
Plus 2.
Yeah!
Oh, wow.
Slices it as
Ātukaan.
And that a coup de grace.
A coup de grace.
And that blue demon-y thing is gone.
Nice.
Yep, you've got other movement and stuff if you want to.
Yep, and then as he does so, he swiftly, out of the corner of his eye, sees this one and wants to spin around and slide just up behind it, so as if to flank it for
Okay, it's
Reaf.
It's the creature's turn, and Ātukaan's behind it. It spins around and tries to sink its teeth. Oh. I only gave him 1 attack last turn. That was a mistake. It gets teeth and claws. Teeth. Hits you. Claws miss you. I think Ātukaan's going down again.
Oh, God.
It's only 3 hit points damage.
It's only as Ātukaan spins around. And in his mind, he's like, yeah, I'm going to slice your head off too. Before he even draws the sword, and a thought, it's a... And then...
Oh, my God.
And
It worked in.
I told him so.
Is he down again?
he's unconscious again.
Oh gosh!
Yeah, Reef comes up behind them and is like, well, you made a great distraction. He's just turned around. He's going to come in and go for another slice with the rapier. That's a 4. Plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Still not good.
Yeah, great. Nope. Okay, she disengages and she runs back.
Okay.
Yeah. 9, 8, 4.
5. Can someone help? There we go. Okay, cool. Wezley.
Wezley looks at Mihan and then he's like, and then nods, and then he kind of like shovels up 1, 2, 3, and then he tells the dead at this one, and he's trying to wrings its brains out. Oh, hey, here we go. Oh, I have to roll that again. It was so close. 5.
Okay, nice. Yeah, it is still up.
Still up?
Still up, Mihan.
Okay, after seeing that hit not take it down yet, she goes for one more Eldritch Blast. 17.
You definitely hit.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, is that a 9 or a 6?
It was a 6.
6. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, cool.
Not yet.
Ātukaan, life and death save. Sorry.
I will. Oh.
Can you repelling blasted away from me?
Yeah,
Wezley says. Can you repelling blasted away
I should
from
go
me?
back. Is that,
You get to
that
move a
10
10.
feet?
Yeah, that's okay.
Right.
3.
1 fail. It turns to Wezley. Wezley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and tackles you. Claws. Here are the teeth. 19.
Oh, that hits. That hits.
Claws -1.
That,
Not negative, natural.
natural 1 doesn't hit me.
No. 5 hit points of damage from the teeth.
Do we still have the temporary hit points?
Temporary hit points are still up.
Yeah, okay.
Mine are gone.
No.
Ooh, that's my real blood. Oh.
Great, you made it mad, Wezley. Reaf turns around for like the 9th time, and she runs forward and she pushes Wezley out of the way, like quite a big shove, and she goes in with another attack with the rapier, and she's going right up the chin this time. Hello? 21.
And you get sneak attack because you're someone right next to it.
It's me. I helped.
7. No, it's 8 plus 6.
Gone.
Great. Another skewer, and she just flings it off the rapier. And she goes, who's gonna get Ātukaan?
Mihan's on the way to Ātukaan.
Okay, make a medicine roll, both of you, if you guys want to.
Wezley uses spare the die.
And he's up.
Okay.
And he's up.
The skeletal hand rolls his eyes. Skeletal hand, which is
Ātukaan's armor, pulls him back from the gateway to death, and then he looks him in the eyes and says, hey.
Ātukaan like spiritually drained right now. Like he's just.
Mihan leans into Ātukaan and says, "What did I tell you, boy?"
All right, no, none of this talking, waiting. We're gonna get eaten.
Get up,
All right.
get up.
Come on.
Wesley just drags himself up, and he's like using the cave wall to. He doesn't even care that it's slimy and making his cloak yuck. He's just like just trying to drag himself out of it. Oh my God.
Come on, let's go, boy. Come on.
And you go out of the mines. You make it out of the mines into the cold air of Liber.
Great.
It was, if you remember, you went into the mines at nighttime. It is now small hours. I mean, you went in there, you had some fights, you got taken over, you had some more fights, and then you've run out again.
Yeah.
So, it's, yeah.
Reaf puts her rapier back and she grabs her not magical dagger. She just grabs it and then she shoves Mihan against the wall.
Die!
Puts a dagger to her throat and says, "What the hell was that?"
What do you mean, what the hell was that? I helped you escape?
After you brought us into that mess.
Because-
What's the black liquid?
What? What are you...
What's the black liquid?
How am
Mihan?
how am I supposed to know?
Because you drink it.
Wezley.
Excuse me, have you...
As Mihan is restrained, Wezley goes up to her and tries to find the black liquid and take it.
You try to search her.
Well...
I saw you hold it up to the monster. I'm not blind. I was there the whole time. Tell us what it is.
Ātukaan comes out, sees this altercation, and he just yanks out his sword and holds it towards Reef's throat and says, "Don't talk to old people like that. Put your weapon down, Reaf."
And then Wezley's hand flashes out and he says, "Don't talk to my sister like that."
And Ātukaan, okay. Ātukaan holds up his shield as if that, points it threatening at you and goes, "Watch where you point those hands."
Right.
Reaf grabs a rapier and puts it towards Ātukaan. She goes, "Don't talk back to my brother."
Wezley, no, Wezley.
And as this is happening, Wesley's if there's a chain or whatever is binding this elixir to Mihan, he's just trying to search for it and just trying to yank it and take it.
Mihan holds on to it. Mihan holds on
Okay,
tightly.
strength rolls, both of you.
The weakest ones in the group.
Not you, those two.
Oh, I want you to be good. I want you to be good. What did you get?
I'm not telling you yet.
Say the same time, ready?
Say it together.
On 0. 3, 2, 1.
Natural 1.
I think there's so much history to this vial and to Mihan, and this is the source of her right now that she will not let you take it.
Please, are you?
With my body, I start to push in on Mihan and I grab my dagger and I put it around the chain that's holding it and I just do a big
You try to cut the chain off.
You can take the chain, but the thing is in my fist.
Yeah. Do a D4 to see if you break the chain. This is the magic dagger, is it?
4. No, someone stole my magic dagger. Remember?
Oh yeah, she's got it.
Yeah.
There. Oh, that is very disappointing.
But that, my roll wasn't 4.
Okay, the chain is broken, chink, and it comes off, but she's still holding the vial.
And then I just point the dagger right down to her little fingies and I just start stroking them.
If you want to know what the black liquid is, ask your brother.
What's she talking about, Wezley?
She's got whatever this is all about. It's all about what she's holding in her hand.
What have you been saying to him? I hear you whispering. I see it in your eyes. I don't actually physically hear it, obviously. But I can see you talking to him. You're poisoning his mind.
I'm not poisoning him.
I'm making my own choice.
I am helping him with what he wants.
Please, Mihan, even just a taste or just...
If you wanted it, you should have gotten it when we were in the cavern.
Yes, but I didn't have the opportunity, I'm afraid. I was too busy running away from Ātukaan trying to murder us.
Okay, Ātukaan's head's coming in and out. So you wanted to find that tree for your own means?
No, of course not. Ātukaan, don't be so ridiculous.
That is so evil. Why would you do that? We're supposed to destroy evil from this world. Why could... Wait. I killed people.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
If you want to destroy it, we can still trap the trees and everyone in there in this cave if we just maybe blow up this entrance.
Those people were trying to hurt you and us, Ātukaan. I wouldn't think too much about it. I don't know if you've been keeping score lately, but a lot of us have killed a lot of people.
A lot of blood on your sword there, Ātukaan.
there's going to be much more death if we let this out.
I agree. Reaf drops her rapier and she just grabs at Mihan's hand and tries to pry it open to grab the black elixir.
Okay, Reef's a little bit stronger. Make another opposed athletics roll.
No, I used my inspiration. Come on, baby.
Wasn't very good.
Come on, baby. Come on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
9.
And you pry it out of her hands. It's a flask.
Can Ātukaan attempt to grab the wrist
As
of
he
Reaf?
does, Wezley will flash his hand forward and he'll say, I won't bring you back this time.
And Ātukaan has his grip firmly on if he's allowed.
Yeah,
I
on
was
Reef.
about to say that I retreat back once I grab
Okay,
it.
let's see if
go
Ātukaan
for
can
it.
grab you.
Yeah. Do you want to do like an
No, it's just an athletics roll to see if he can grab you.
13 plus 4, 17.
What's your armor class?
Yep, you grab me.
Let's see. Yeah.
And then Ātukaan looks you Reef dead in the eye and says, I think if we avoid any more conflict, we can get out of this alive. So please return to the kind old lady, creepy, but kind old lady, what rightfully belongs to her.
Mihan's staff starts to crackle.
Right.
Reef.
No more conflict with you, Ātukaan. And then Reaf tries to punch Ātukaan in the face. With her free.
Oh my god.
That's do I plus my like strength to that or athletics?
It's
or?
athletics.
21.
Ātukaan, yeah.
Because you're on 1 hit point. I think. And then you
Just
floor him.
sees everything. Yeah, just sees this massive, beautiful fist just come to it and then just blackness.
And he's unconscious. He falls to the ground.
Reaf walks away.
Mihan, I'm sorry, Wezley. And she casts Eldritch Blast on Reef.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, this is... I have to get that bad. Dirty 20.
That hits, that hits.
6 plus 3, 9, and then you get repelled 10 feet back.
Oh, I feel it right on my... Oh, I can see you've... Reef's favourite vest starts smoking.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Wezley.
Wezley is just trained on Reaf, and as she gets blasted back, Wezley dives for Reaf and tries to like grab from her hand.
Can I make like another move at the same time?
Well, I think what we're going to do is, I think you're all surprising each other, right? Right?
With every passing second.
Surely initiative.
So I'm just going on a turn-by-turn basis.
Okay.
It's going to be another athletics roll,
Yeah.
opposed athletics roll to see if he can grab it out of your hand.
Come on, just do this. Oh my gosh.
Ātukaan is just knocked out in the corner.
Oh, that's so good. Come on, natural 20. Come on, natty 20. I love you.
What did you get?
24.
She's just too strong.
Yeah.
I can see how absolutely
Mind melded these two out over the black liquid, and I'm like, right, there's only one way to sort this.
Don't.
Reef takes the lid off.
Please. Just.
Smashes the vial.
Oh, Mihan goes feral and she attacks Reef.
Well, what are you doing?
I think I just lunge myself at her. She's like,
Just physically.
just physically, and she's trying
Athletics.
to like, salvage anything. Damn it! 7.
So it's
Shove her off.
So it's like a kitten trying to attack a wall, right? It's like,
Oh my god.
and Reef, you're just too
I'm
tough.
just like kneeing her off, yeah, as I'm walking backwards.
You're not just walking backwards.
What am I doing?
Yeah, you're gonna. I'm going to. What is your wisdom modifier?
Why would
I'm
you
going
do
to
that?
make this
What?
roll.
You could have spilt it on the floor.
+1.
Why would you do that?
Not sure.
Why would you?
I'm gonna talk to Wezley and Mihan because Reaf turns around and she just collapses, falls completely down. You're gone.
Wezley, do you remember what I said when I said that you cannot drink this unless you are under some supervision?
What's happening? What?
Mihan goes to investigate
What's happening?
her body and
She's out cold, but her heart is racing.
Oh.
What's gonna happen to her?
Mihan is. She's cursing. She's trying to wake up Reaf. She's looking at the vial. She's angry at Wezley for letting. Why would you protect your sister over this?
Sorry, the comments are so funny.
Don't look at the comments. Don't look at the fucking.
I don't. But it's.
We need Ātukaan. She holds onto Wesley's collar.
What
We
do you
need
mean?
Ātukaan.
What do you mean we need Ātukaan?
You bring Ātukaan back right now. And she
He's just unconscious. He's not dead.
Oh.
He was just punched out.
Oh my God. Okay.
He's just
He will
knocked
wake
out.
up later. Oh.
Yeah.
But I can't make him heal my sister. Okay. But I can ask. And then Wezley.
Wezley, we are in big trouble. We are in big trouble.
Wezley. And back out.
And Ātukaan.
Ātukaan wakes up with. Those, and both his nostrils are now streaming with blood, and his. I think I deserved that one just a little bit.
Ātukaan, Reaf. Just point to
And he
Reaf.
looks at-
Trying to appeal to Ātukaan's savior complex that he has. He's trying to make Reaf look as straggled as possible.
Yeah, and without even communicating verbally with you, Ātukaan understands your. And then Ātukaan reaches over to Reaf, who is now. Is she like a lump?
She's just
A boulder?
unconscious on the ground.
And Ātukaan reaches over to her side of her face, and he says, "Heal."
How much of your lay on hands do you have left?
I have not used it.
You used it.
Lay of hands.
You haven't used it since you went into these caves?
No.
Really?
Have I used lay on hands?
Did you use it last
Since we
week?
went on caves? Oh no, I have.
I think you've used all of it.
Okay.
I think you guys are totally spent.
We haven't had a long rest since
Yeah.
our
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
last
Cool.
Yeah.
episode.
So he tries it. Nothing.
Nothing happened.
Okay. I am so sorry.
Wesley.
In the distance, you hear the sound of a dog barking from the town of Liber.
Rex!
Oh my God!
Mihan's head is spinning. Oh my God.
And there's and you see a lantern. Someone's walking with a lantern towards the mine from the north. Can we pull up a map of Liber by any chance? You'll see to the north of where the mine is. The mine's in the southeast of Liber, and directly north there's a bridge. And coming down that bridge is someone carrying a lantern with a couple people flanking them, coming down towards you. Coming down towards you. Thank you, that's enough of the map, that's all good. All right, and it's the local militia trying to figure out what the what's going on. And you hear someone say, "What's this disturbance?"
Mihan tries to let another persona kind of take over, and she's old again. She is sweet. Gentlemen, please help us. We have an injured person here. There's crime work happening in the mines.
As Mihan's having that conversation, Wezley is watching her and watching the militia, and he's just keeping two fingers on Reef's pulse.
Yeah. Ātukaan?
Ātukaan attempts to kind of almost lift, or wants to help Reaf somehow
Yeah, sure.
move. So yeah.
You're strong enough to lift her up. I mean, she's a big woman.
Yeah.
But you're strong.
Yeah, Ātukaan wants to lift her up.
Okay, and the militia as well. Her pulse. It's like she's running a race. Okay, it's like she's still running.
We were taken captive by some what we thought were friendly locals at the tavern, at the inn. Sorry, they took us there, and they are. I don't understand what they were doing in there. Please, they have people there. They have children that they've taken.
Can Ātukaan make out whether to see if this militia are a friendly militia or they?
Yeah, you can make an insight roll.
Militia. Are they like
Make an
a
insight.
family-friendly militia?
Are they PG? Are they rated M? Are they rated
Plus
G?
insight of 1. 11? Can I?
They look like you'd probably expect militia at some ungodly night.
What is militia?
Unpaid police service.
Okay.
You know, like
Like security.
Yeah, like the local people
Yeah.
who said when danger comes, y'all come out.
Got your neighborhood watch.
Neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ātukaan says, citizens, I do not think you want to be anywhere around here in anytime soon. There could be danger for all of you. We need to get out of here.
Okay.
And appeal to their better nature so they can move away from the mouth of the cave.
Sure. Well, we don't know you guys.
Get to know us. No, I'm kidding.
You may have it on my authority as Lord Warthonia. And he flashes the ring.
He
to
comes
them.
closer to you and looks at it. Looks at you carefully. He's not rushing into any decisions. He's wise enough not to hurry things. He says, "Her?
My sister.
Your sister?"
And the three of us managed to get out. We have our wounds, but my sister took the brunt of it. They've done something terrible to her. Mysterious, and whatever operation these people are running, it is something else. And my sister has suffered for it.
He points to the two that were playing him. He says, "Aldo, go look in the mines."
Be careful.
Oh.
There are a great number of people that would do you harm, and monsters besides.
Okay, he says, "Aldo, just look in the front, and let's."
You will find two dead. Two specimens that you will find many more of deeper into the cave. You won't have to travel far to see.
Okay. Aldo says, moments later says, "Speak the truth, Lord. There's two strange creatures lying there dead in the ground."
Please don't touch them.
Aldo comes back and he says, militiaman says, "You're new to this town. I don't know who you are. You're causing trouble late at night. Causing a ruckus. Okay, is that a better word? And you're making a lot of noise. You're waking people up, shouting at each other. We got an unconscious woman and it's clear that you've been in a scuffle. These aren't good signs. I ask you outnumber us. Well, there's three of you. I ask you to accompany me to the mayor's house and stay the night there so we can question you properly in the morning. I am asking you to do this in good faith, as a sign that you are law-abiding citizens."
My promise as the lord of this land, we will come, we will acquiesce, we will cause you no trouble, and you will find us graceful and grateful that you are taking us into shelter. And he looks and he can see kind of Mihan spacing out a bit, and we will have deep gratitude for your offer. Yes. Thank you.
Scene change. The interior. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Wezley just just doesn't even know what to expect for his sister.
Scene change. The interior of what's your name?
Reaf.
Reef's mind.
Oh,
Oh
welcome.
my. Oh my.
Oh my god.
There's tendrils through your vision. There's not a lot of color. It's just kind of bluey gray tendrils everywhere. And there's some kind of the black liquid that you've swallowed is raging against your system. You are
Rage Against the Machines.
exactly. You are seriously poisoned. But I'd like you to make an insight roll for me, please.
Well, good luck.
That's a 3.
Okay. Right. Okay. And
Keep digging down. Dig down.
the kind of the visions that you have,
Yeah.
they definitely seem related to the large beast, the voiced one, that put two of your brother and Ātukaan under its sway. There's definitely some connection to what you're seeing there. Back, the next scene change is the mayor's office doesn't have like prisons. Basically, when people in this tiny town get into trouble, he has a room that has a door that can be locked. Okay?
So not a prison cell or anything.
It's not a prison cell, it is just an ordinary like guest room that has a lock on it. They can't afford, it's a tiny place.
So we're being detained.
You're being detained, but it's not a prison. But the door is locked. Ātukaan. It is clear once you come into the light of this place that she is badly, badly poisoned. She will not live another day.
Ātukaan assesses Reef's vitals, and with a bit of any knowing that he has no juice in him to bring about any healing whatsoever, kind of looks at the other two and I'm not often the bearer of unenlightened news, but our friend does not look good. Is there any way, I cannot provide for her right now, but is there any way that you two, with your, thinking of combine together, maybe something? Ātukaan also kind of almost wants to inquire with the village mayor to see if there's a healer amongst them, to see if there's anyone. And then he kind of reads his...
You're out of juice. Anyway, so
Wezley starts thinking about like the chalk circle that he drew around his mother some time ago, and then he, without touching it, he kind of pinpoints where the pearl is on his person, the magic pearl that fueled the ritual last time. And he's thinking, okay, could I do it in this room? Could I? How long would it take me? How could I do it discreetly? How could I? Ātukaan's around this time, and he's not sure how that would go. Yeah. So Wezley's just really biting his finger, but also just like constantly watching like the rise and fall of like Reef's chest and heart. He feels like it's her heart that he can see, not her breath, but the actual beating of her heart.
you can see that her jugular, definitely, the pulse is there, and beads of sweat have formed on her forehead. Mihan.
Mihan is studying Reaf. She is more distraught of the idea that the vial is empty rather than Reaf is down. She tries to figure out how, I guess, if I don't know. Her dilemma is that by like the next day, of the next 24 hours, if she doesn't have any of this elixir,
What's gonna happen
to her? And she's in danger. But she looks over at Wezley and says, "We are in danger here. Your sister did the most stupid thing. I do not understand."
Honestly, Mihan, I was about to do it, so.
And now you understand that you shouldn't? Wezley, it's clear that your sister doesn't understand what is. She doesn't think like us. I think maybe an idea that we can have is, well, we have to go back to, eventually, maybe we'll go back to the, she doesn't want to say it, but we might have to.
The caves.
That is where the liquid is. That was where the sap of this tree is. She's saying this without Ātukaan listening.
Ātukaan's, it's a small room. There is no possible way that, unless he's asleep, that he's not going to hear this conversation.
Okay, fine.
What do you think?
Yeah, Mihan sees two choices, but she doesn't know which ones.
Wezley says, I can see that this liquid means a lot to you, Mihan. That much is painted on your face. What I don't understand is the means by which you channel power from this liquid. So, I want you to tell me how you do it. And if you tell me that, then I will certainly help you acquire more of this elixir. Absolutely. Given that my sister survives, that you tell me the truth. And I do not mean any watered down version of it, for you will not have mine or my sister's help, should you choose to leave anything out.
Oh, this offer, yes. Mihan doesn't even know how to answer, honestly. She's looking right at you. And to tell the truth? Oh, gross. Yuck.
Yeah, Wezley knows that trying to get the truth out of Mihan is like trying to pin a wave to the shore. And so he's just eyeballing her, and he knows that it's hard. Like, it would be hard, he thinks, to lie in this situation.
Mihan says, I honestly don't know how to save your sister. But I see two choices. We go back to the caves now, or after some rest, and find answers there. Or I try and make a call to an old friend of mine.
Can I just want to move now to Ātukaan?
You must be like, what?
Like, yeah, Ātukaan has heard
You're in a small room.
pretty much
It's
everything.
It's like a guest bedroom with a locked door. That's what it is.
So he's Ātukaan. He's engaged in a lot of thinking, and he's heard so much come from these two, and it's obvious that everything he's still now again questioning. He wasn't questioning before, but he's questioning again his whole role in being a part of this group. And a thought overcomes him. He goes back and forth between when he was underneath Fishman's spell. The voice echoes in his mind. it's hard for him to distinguish which was Mukitsi's voice, which voice set really, if for some reason it just set naturally in him, and he couldn't fight the feeling of what the heck was that. So he's questioning his motives, and then he also realizes that he now has had a rest and he can actually...
When you have a long rest.
Long rest.
Okay. Yeah.
And he says he could actually heal Reaf. But something stops that thought. And he doesn't know why. He just stopped and thought, and he doesn't want to, if that makes sense. But he's questioning that, and he doesn't understand that. So Ātukaan is just sitting there now, questioning everything that he draws on, as he's kind of looking over at Reaf, and looks at his hands.
We broke him. We broke Ātukaan.
And that's it. It's just he's just forever thinking.
You did it, mate. You pushed him too far.
Totally makes sense to me.
While you're thinking about this, while you're reflecting about everything that happened, because remember you had cognizance. You still saw what was going on. You just didn't care when you're under the influence of that voiced one. Yeah. And remember, one of the things that it said was about creating an army. Do you remember that being said to you?
And he does not, but now he does.
Yes, that was one of the things that was said to you.
Ronnie doesn't remember, but
yes.
Ātukaan maybe does.
Yes, it's one of the things that does definitely come back to your mind. That he is creating, or it is creating an army.
And as the sense of army came up, it's almost like seeing a whole row of infinite terracotta soldiers. Mm-hmm. But in Ātukaan's mind, it's a whole bunch of soldiers that look exactly like him, and it's an image that he kind of comes out of, and he kind of wants to shake away, but it.
And I'd like you to make an insight roll. This is exactly the same kind of information that may be available that Reaf failed when she got a 4 on her insight roll.
Well, 14. Plus an insight of 1, 15.
Okay. Wezley, you can similarly, because you are under the control as well, you can also make an insight roll.
I will. 20.
Now that you guys have time of quiet in this room, some of the thoughts of the voiced one that kind of intermingled, and you can see that the way that they communicate is almost like psychic waves themselves. That it's not using words, and they just come and they go, and there's an intermingling of thought, of concept. And you, now that you have a moment to reflect, there's definitely a connection between this concept of them raising an army and those sacks with the blue creatures being spawned in it. And a little vestige, a little fragment, wispy fragment of an image from its mind, which came and went as you were under this enslavement. You see this vision of hundreds and hundreds of them coming out of the ground, swarming to the south.
Was an ill-portent. Was it not Ātukaan? You saw what that thing was doing.
Ātukaan is still in a trance. He's unable to kind of respond. He's kind of almost, for the first time, he's very, very unresponsive to anything. Kind of wants to sit next to Reaf. And just kind of lay his hand on her, but not do anything. Like he goes to say a prayer, but he doesn't. And then the thought that comes into his head and says, you deserve everything that happens to you. Like, what? But he doesn't say it out loud. And he looks around and it's the first time he looked at his friend and goes, you deserve everything that happens to all of you. Again, in his mind, I think maybe that's why I was sent by Muketi to see your demise. That maybe you are the darkness that I was seeking to smite from this earth. Because wherever we go, darkness follows. So you are the darkness that I need to smite from this earth. Okay, Muketi. I hear you.
And with that, we'll finish our episode.
We all gonna save me!
Oh my god.
Turning on each other!
Oh, just when you think there's a stitch of unity in this group, we'll just go ahead and make things 10 times more treacherous. Oh my gosh. I always think I've seen the lowest this team can go.
Yeah.
You know what?
We can go lower.
It's amazing how fast we, we're like, this is crazy. Wow.
Die 3 times.
And that's why, yeah, you did.
Die 3 times.
Yeah.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
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 This is what a
Truby's
lack of
character
trust does in
felt like.
relationships. Lack
When
of
there's,
trust.
when there's no
Oh
unity.
my god.
Divided we fall.
Exactly.
Badly.
It just
Oh
shows.
my god. We broke Ātukaan.
No.
It took some help from the dark deity.
I love it so much.
I want to know what you showed him. Did we get to know?
Showed him.
You're like,
I think it was like a abilities refresh.
oh yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
Thanks for joining us on our adventure. Great to have you with us.
Do this. Oh.
Can someone hand me my guitar, please? Or I'll hand me my guitar. It's right here.
Oh my god.
Guitar. We're going to say thank you to our followers and subscribers. Great to have you with us. So much joy. Thanks everyone for all you've done for us.
Oh gosh.
We're going to talk about our the people that allow our channel to survive.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And those would be our patrons on Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much for anything that you're able to and do give to us. It helps sustain our channel. It also helps improve our channel. We've got a really solid base of people who've been there right from the very beginning. Some of them are in chat right now. It's really cool to see you. And we've had a few people join on very recently. So yeah, thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
It really means a lot. I'm gonna give you a little something back.
Also, sneaky little discount on the merch. I see you, you beautiful creature. Go on, get yourself a little bit of merch. Only if you want.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah, if you have need of a hoodie.
Yeah. Oh, the hoodies actually look gangster.
Yeah.
Hoodies look really nice.
Very soft as well, yeah.
Thanks to Minstrel, who one of our sponsors. They make to elevate your game with premium accessories using premium hardwoods, Italian leather. They are truly beautiful.
Yo.
They're very, very attractive. They're nice. Such
leather.
You want to hold up your green one, please? Beautiful dice bags, dice trays. Yeah, real ultra quality. Use the code
Quality.
Dice Legenz 25 to get a 25% discount in their store. We know you won't regret it. I've just started using this black one, which they sent us as to show. I've just started using it as my
Yeah.
That is very cool.
It's a sexy pouch.
Yeah.
I've got to say, there's no other way.
That's
No other way
I
of
want to
describing
roll
it.
without a 60 pounds.
Yeah.
We'll do BD&D last.
Oh, yes. D20 Collective. They have a wide range and wide selection of dice for you. I would highly recommend checking them out. They also have their limited quantity August dice that are out right now. So if they're gonesies for realsies. They also do subscriptions. So if you subscribe to them, you can get new dice bundles every month. Crazy, right?
Crazy.
And you know what's even cooler? We have a discount for you. So just remember, it's a new discount discount code. So it's Kiwi Legenz this time with a Z at the end. So check them out, buy some dice, save some money by using the discount, and yeah, arm yourself with some dice. Dude, go on.
Sick.
Jojo.
And speaking of arming thyself, perhaps the best way to forge a weapon is on the world anvil. The ultimate place to create your TTRPG or novel setting.
Ooh.
You can archive there all sorts of different articles with all kinds of different categorizations, hyperlinking between documents so that you can create a reference document for your players and yourself. Vahid uses...
I use it!
Yeah, World Anvil to create the world setting of Arumia and Aratai at large. I use it for my personal campaigns, which I think I'm going to go work on after this. Super inspired by the
Nice.
session today. So check out World Anvil.
Cool. And for BD&D, we're going to make them a song.
Oh, really?
Been a while, yeah.
Made a song for a while.
D&D.
We're gonna just improvise it.
That's what I haven't told these guys. I've just made up the chords now.
Okay, great.
These are nice chords. I like them.
And I'm going to give you a seed word, okay?
Okay, great.
Seed word.
Cantrip.
Oh.
Ooh, I'm falling so deep. I'm going down into the abyss. Help me, baby.
Oh, there's a light leaning on your lip.
Oh, your lip.
Are you gonna reach out to me with your mage hand cantrip?
Cast a spell on me. Make me fall in deep to your heart. With your magic and your love.
Come and slip in with me as we roll for D&D. Don't worry, don't you trip. I got your back, I got a cantrip.
Can't trip when you got BD&D.
I was wondering if it was going to come in.
Can't trip,
Cantrip, baby.
it's you and me.
It's you and me. Cantrip, cantrip, cantrip.
BD&D.
Cantrip, cantrip.
It's just you and me.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we're smooth like butter.
All right, beautiful people. Thanks, BD&D, for all you've done for us for all these
Thank
times.
you, BD. You've been there from the beginning. We love you.
Much love. Hey, guys, we will see you next week for the Outcasts of Arumia. See if they survive each other. Will they survive each other? We'll see you guys later.
Let's play them out by cantrip, cantrip. Won't you roll with me? Say cantrip, cantrip. Let's play some D&D. Cantrip.